those on the West Coast. Oh my gosh, no, on the East Coast, wrong coast. I've got it totally backwards. It's game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. We are so
Ooh,
actually so excited to be here. This is going to be really good. I'm
wrong
really just.
scene.
What do you mean wrong scene? I have the right
No,
scene.
no, me, wrong
Oh,
scene.
you're
Oh
on the
my
wrong
God.
scene.
I'm sorry.
What
Oh my
scene are you
Lord.
putting on there? I don't even know. Should
Now
I
it's calibrating a bunch of stuff. All
should I
right, now we're
even
back
look?
to like the right one.
Should I
Yeah,
even
don't
look?
look. It's better that you didn't look.
Okay, all right. Are we gonna get
I
banned
got
for that? That's
no, no.
that's a tragedy.
It's not. It was just an ugly layout.
It was just an ugly layout. Okay, that'll work.
All
All
right,
right.
moving this, setting myself up over here on Relive Sports. Twitch TV doesn't work. Go YouTube.
There we go. All right. I'm actually very disappointed we didn't get to do the one on Monday, Tuesday, because
Yeah,
that
I'm
was pretty.
pissed. That thing went into
That
overtime.
thing
That
went
thing
into
was
overtime.
wild.
I know. Wild game. Wild game.
It's a crazy game.
All right. So here we go. Celtics Heat game 2. They're taking the commercial break before the game actually starts. We're about 5 minutes. No, we're actually probably closer to like
Actually, this is
3 minutes
probably
from
the
tip.
best they've ever done.
Yeah. We're pretty close here. We're about 2 or 3 minutes away
And
from
again,
tip
you
off.
have to think about that we're technically always like 3 minutes behind on the ESPN stream.
But except they're not because we're now on YouTube
We're not
TV.
anymore, right? This is live TV,
This is
so
pretty close to the
this is
real
as
thing.
close as we could get to live television.
So what I'm hoping is that our game cast up above actually kind of
is
matches.
actually lined up with it.
Yeah.
And I think we may have. My scramble to find red zone may have successfully solved some streaming problems.
Indeed.
On Sunday afternoon.
And it is a Thursday night, so there will be football. We will not be calling the football game this week. It is Cleveland Browns versus Cincinnati Bengals. Here's your public safety announcement to set your fantasy lineup.
Yeah,
I know. I
just did it right before this.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've got Jarvis Landry playing. I need a big game out of him. I'm already up 1-0 in the season after beating You're Sorry, but from last week.
I'm in shambles.
You're in shambles.
Yeah, my team's screwed.
Your team is in trouble.
Yeah, this season is. As I said, this is the first. I'm not gonna. This is not me like boasting that I'm good at fantasy. I've just never really like done really bad. Like I always make it to the playoffs. I always do okay. And this year it's looking really bad. Like this is the worst start I've ever been on. Like I've never had
1 week, by the way.
Yeah. After like no, but it's not even like 1 week. It was like 3 people were injured.
You lasted about a half.
And nobody even scored. Like Mike Evans he played, got like 2 points. He's supposed to get like 15 to 20. Michael Thomas gets injured. James Conner doesn't play because he realizes his knee hurts or something. Like I had like 3 goose eggs basically just doing nothing. And I still almost won.
Yeah, well, it was like a 20-point victory, and I thought it was going to be a lot closer because you had James Conner playing on Monday night. He was going to be sort of.
And then I was sitting there, I'm like watching the game, and I'm just like, all right, well, are they ever going to give him the ball here?
Handoff after handoff to
handoff after
Snell.
handoff, and it just never went to him, and it kept going to Snell, and I'm just like, yeah, it'd be awesome if I could just pick up Snell right now, you know?
Did you pick him off the wires?
No, because I think Connors is going to actually come back.
Oh, okay. It's like
I actually do think there is like I think there is something there. I think he will.
I was mentioning in the Discord, like I feel really bad for Connor because I've been following pretty closely ever since his career at Pittsburgh. He's been one of those people that's like been through a lot. But yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of one of the main reasons why I'm like keeping him on the team. But I mean. I also don't think I was listening to Tomlin and talk about it, and the injury doesn't actually seem that bad.
Is he actually injured, or are they just precautionary?
He's like actually injured. Like, it's more precaution than anything. They know he's actually not he's not 100%. He's basically like 80%. So they're still holding him.
Oh, okay, I got it. The Tyler Hero montage reel here. He is featured.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about him at a halftime. I got a good segment.
Oh, you got a good segment for Tyler Hero. He's on the thumbnail on the YouTube side today.
Really?
Yeah,
dude. I'm falling in love with that man.
I mean, he's
a bucket.
He's like 20 years old. I guess
he's younger than both of us.
Yeah,
it's sickening.
pretty nutty. And he is just putting on a show here in these playoffs. He's come up big. He came up big last round for them against Milwaukee. He's come up big 10 straight playoff games with 10 plus points by a Heat rookie. The only other person to do it, Dwayne Wade, of course, who now has a Miami County named after him. Just how it works. The interview here with Tyler Hero.
Wait.
All right. No. See, this is where they go back in time because now you see the scoreboard says 15 minutes to go, but this interview is actually recorded.
Do you think
earlier.
this is recorded? I don't
Yes,
think. I think this
totally
is live.
Recorded. No, this is not live. There's no way this is live.
This is totally live.
No, it's not.
I'm telling you,
we're
gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait another 14 minutes.
We are not waiting another 14 minutes to start the game.
Watch.
It's not gonna happen
because 7 minutes would have already popped up by now.
Yeah, well, they're doing like the anthem.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is production trickery.
This is 7:30 start time. Watch.
No. I'm telling you, this is production trickery on the side of like this is how you do it. See, lineups and tip-off.
All right, lineups and tip-off right when we come back.
Because they're doing the national anthem.
All right.
This is how it works. I'm telling you.
Jamie says it's 5 minutes till tip on theirs. Okay, so maybe it is right.
4:15 basically.
That is fair. We're trying a new way how we're watching the game, so we're trying to see.
It should be basically real time. I'm hoping it is.
National anthems now on LP on League Pass. Yeah, League Pass doesn't show commercials, right? Well, does it, Oz? I feel like you never have commercials on that. I've had League Pass a few times. It's actually super cheap if you like split it at the beginning of the season with a few people. It's a really good idea. We should probably do that at some point. But I guess so. I wish I could really offer my. Well, I will have to, but offer my opinion, and I think what just actually happened in game one. But I'll be honest with you, I was doing something else while doing it and kind of watching it on my second screen. So every single time I looked over, it was just madness.
Pretty much.
But one of the main things is I think this has been talked about in the media, and I'm actually going to say that Real Life Spurts was the first one to call this out, and I think we did it with Triple Threat and a few other people when we were watching one of the first Miami Heat games, and it was about their backdoor cutting, and it was about their movement off the ball. And I think that's something specific that we want to actually watch and just like keep an eye on throughout the game. There were a few Heat games that we've done in the past where literally the entire time we're like on a few possessions, I'm like, watch, this is the same backdoor play they've made multiple times. And they continue to do it. So as now they get to the national spotlight here, they are like, oh, it's like the Golden State Warrior offense and everything like that. Yeah, we've been calling this from like 2 weeks ago. So nothing new here on Real Life Sports. We know that they run backdoor cuts. We know they have to move to get the ball open. We know we're Miami. No, I'm not going to say we're Miami fans. Well, I don't know.
Well, so I was going to ask, are you want to play the side of Boston and I can play the side of Miami here?
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I dig this Miami team.
I do as well, but I can take Tatum. Them. I can take Tatum.
I like the personalities. Like I actually really do like their personalities. Like it's a fun team to watch. So technically, so before we actually talk about picks for this one, I have officially lost my pick for the winner of the final. So
I have a halftime for you for that one.
Yeah, I've lost my Clippers pick. So that one's gone, but there was another bet made with a few other friends that all got to pick their teams first. And then I subsequently got stuck with the Celtics having to choose them. So just for the bets purpose, I want the Celtics to win. But I think like personally, I think I'm going to be rooting for the Heat. I like actually like this team. We've watched so many of their games, and also all of y'all are like, are a lot of you are Heat fans in chat too. Like, I don't know. I've never had a problem with the Heat, and our parents live there too. So I can't even say like I'm a fair weather fan. Like I've actually been to more Heat games than I think Knicks games, mainly because I'm not paying $200 to go watch the Knicks at Madison Square Garden where it's completely empty and they're going to lose. So.
I think you've seen more Duke games at MSG than Knicks games at MSG.
Yeah, I've seen more. That's actually true. I've seen more Duke games at MSG than Knicks games. because I'm not going to pay $200 to watch the team lose, and
It's
they're
also better
horrible. So,
basketball.
yeah, it's way better basketball. The college product is way better than the Nick product. Just being plainly honest with this one. But hold on. But yes, so I'm going with the Heat on this one. If you want to necessarily kind of root for the
I will
Celtics,
take Jason Tatum, my Duke Blue
go with
Devil,
that
and the
one.
Celtics. So I
But
will
this is
carry
not to
that.
say to our Boston fans out there, I still like Boston. I'm a fan of I like Brad Stevens. It's just like actually like these two teams I just both like. And I don't know. I got to pick one or the other one, so we might as well do the other. So I can keep talking, but I need to change the lighting. My face is changing colors.
Is your
It's
turtle like
yeah,
going
my
crazy?
turtles like. Can I even show it?
If you flip the camera, he's got a turtle back there. It's good backlighting. There you go.
See, guys, I have a turtle. It's hard to see. I'll have to move the camera back at a certain time.
Starting lineups here for the Miami Heat. The usual suspects: Goran Dragic, Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Butler, Jay Crowder, and Bam,
Bam!
Adebayo. Oh God, watching that play there at the end, it was Kentucky sitting Duke down on the floor. That was really painful to
I
watch.
feel like someone's got to
Kemba
come up with
Walker,
a.
Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown, Jason Tatum, and Daniel Tice. No Gordon Hayward yet.
I feel like we got to come up with like a nickname for Bam after that.
Uh,
Like
I
I
mean,
don't
his
know.
first
I
name
don't know.
seems to fit pretty well.
Bam's fine. Honestly, I think Big Bam is good. I'm good with that one.
Big Bam.
Um,
I mean,
Here
yikes.
we're
All right.
listening to Brad Stevens.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into it here. So, Heat,
Huh.
Celtics, game two, friend. After an incredible block in overtime that sealed the win for Miami, the Heat find themselves up 1-0 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Stars were out on Tuesday night. The stat lines are pretty incredible. Dragic with 29, Crowder with 22, kind of the X factor there for the Miami team, and Butler with 20. Of course, Butler's drive to the basket there late and the conversion of the three-point play put Miami ahead. That was the difference maker. In addition, Tatum with 30, Smart with 26. I feel like Crowder and Smart, we're going to have to watch those two X factors throughout the series, and Walker with 19 and Brown with 17. In a back and forth game, that was game one. This is game two here as we get the tip off, and the Tice wins that one and gives it to Kemba Walker. Kemba, who was critical of himself earlier this week, saying he just needs to play better. He did. I did see overtime Kemba in on Tuesday's game, unlike in the series against Toronto. And Kemba's going to try to open up the scoring, and nice step into that one and drills it. 3 points for Kemba right off the top. 20 seconds
And
into the game.
if you're a Miami fan, I mean that's kind of the moment that's exactly what you don't want to see. Is Kemba being able to step into that one and get that easy, not easy bucket, but that's been a shot he's been missing. Bam's going to miss that little left hook.
Pass out right here to Kemba. Kemba working on Dragic. Kemba to Tatum. Tatum takes a drill, tries to get in, double teamed. Kemba gets Jimmy in the air.
Oh,
Kemba just throws it away. Marcus Smart was the intended recipient, a little too hot on the pass. And Celtics turn it over there on their second possession. Fran, these two teams match up very well on paper, and if game one was any indication of how this series is going to go, they match up extremely well on the court. What are we looking for here in game two from the Celtics?
Duncan Robinson comes off of the Bam Adebayo screen, walking to a three-pointer. Good to get him off to a hot start. I sort of forgot your question, but I'm going to say that I expect this to pretty much trading baskets all the way to the end. I don't really expect this to be a blowout one way or another. I think teams are too evenly matched, honestly. And I think like the matchups, just the individual matchups, unless one team just comes out and has like a awful day and the other one's just on it and hitting every shot. I mean, I just don't really foresee much of a blowout. I mean, maybe like 10, 15-point win, but I don't think anybody's getting blown out.
As Tice drives to the basket, he gets fouled and finds himself at the free throw line here. First foul on Robinson. Tice shooting two as we refresh the overlays because the game has indeed started, and we will get that up to date for you.
Mine's like only 10 seconds ahead of me. It's pretty good. my overlay. And then Robinson's going to come off of the Bam screen and hit again from basically the same exact spot. So that's telling Robinson hitting two threes there. The undrafted individual out of Michigan, and then the miscommunication there from Tice and Jaylen Brown. Actually, Robinson was played D3 basketball for Williams College. Pretty sure it was Williams College, but I know for a fact it was D3 basketball. And then his coach was leaving his senior year, asked for a transfer, got transferred to Michigan, and was undrafted. Was picked up at a scouting event in Las Vegas from the Miami Heat scouts, and here he is.
The turnaround mid-range jump shot, no good for Crowder.
Great effort from Bam there. Give him an extra possession.
Now Crowder in the corner, going to take a more analytics-worthy shot there, the three-pointer, and he does manage to drop it. All three Miami three-pointers.
Miami hitting all their, Miami hitting their threes.
Give them 9 points to this 5 for the Celtics, as Jaylen Brown going to try to drive here on Jimmy Butler, going to pull up from the free throw line and will hit the mid-range jump shot. Good to see Brown getting involved early, and Butler now going to work on the aforementioned Brown, goes straight to the basket, gets caught underneath. Bam with a mid-range jump shot that hits back iron and misses. Rebound to Kemba. Kemba to Marcus Smart, working on Robinson. Smart driving baseline, gives it to Tice. Easy, no, that's going to be a foul. Before the pass, foul on Robinson, it's a foul on the floor, and we will have an inbounds.
Yeah, overall good play from both teams here. The hustle on defense and the offensive execution just kind of being better for Miami right now. But no big red flags or anything for either team.
Inbound again after a kickball here. Tatum to Tice. Marcus Smart. Smart going to try to get into Tatum. Seals away Jimmy, and Jimmy just concedes the bucket.
That's a fantastic move from Tatum, getting Jimmy Butler basically on his hip and knowing that if Jimmy comes over to try to get the ball, he's going to have to foul him. Great isolation play from Tatum. And then Robinson's actually going to get fouled on the – I don't know if this is on a three, though. The thing that I wonder is if he actually went to shoot it, would it have been a three?
Yeah. There was a bizarre camera angle, so it was kind of hard to tell, but it just is a foul on the floor.
Okay. Yep. I didn't have to get the
Don't have to get the pen and paper out. Bam might think about shooting it here. Tries to drive on Tice, gets him in the air, reverses the hand, and tries to go with the right. No good. Good defense by Tice. Celtics are going to set up their half-court game. Oh, my goodness, what a pass by Brown in between the two Miami Heat defenders who are playing a three-man high line.
Yeah, woo! Miscommunication there, but a really good really good roll by Tice, realizing that Bam did hedge up on that, and he had a free lane to the basket.
Butler now on Tice, a bit of a speed mismatch. Oh, Jimmy just stops on a dime. Turnaround jump shot is no good. Bam with the offensive rebound again. Robinson in the corner, left side.
That is crazy where he catches it. He is literally catching it right here, already in his shooting motion, and just flicking his wrist. That was an insane release point there from Duncan Robinson.
Great pass to hit him in the shooter's pocket, though.
It wasn't even like in the pocket, though. It was like in his head.
Robinson 3 for 3 from the outside, has 9 of the 12 points. And here's a turnover by Kemba. Dragic going the other way, pursued by Brown. Oh, Dragic, no, can't finish it. In transition going the other way, it's going to be Marcus Smart, one-on-one against Crowder, just pulls up at the three-point line off the front iron. The ref had his hand up for a three, I think. And either way, it's worth 0 because it doesn't go. And this is going to be a blocking foul.
Yeah, all right, both refs actually called that a blocking foul. They both did agree on that one there.
Yeah, they said Kemba was late coming over here. Let's take a look at the replay. No, this is the crazy.
See, look where he passes it. See how it's like already like it's not even in the pocket.
No, you're right.
Like it's like
he catches it and he's already in his shooting motion.
Yeah, he's already in the shooting motion.
That is
really impressive.
That is impressive. Butler hits the first of the 2 free throws. 13-11.
And I feel like he almost had to do it or it would have been blocked, right? Like the defender was right there.
The defender would have closed out. How many ice packs does Hero have on his abs right now? What is that? On his back?
I don't know if that's heat or ice. I don't know. His abs are cold.
He looks like our dad with the heating pads.
Yeah, he really does. He
Yeah.
looks exactly like him.
Yeah, that is. Boston 4 of 5 from the field, but Miami's taking 10 shots. They're also shooting pretty well as
Oh,
Jalen
it's
Brown
no
hits the
walk.
deck and Kemba from the outside. Kemba for 3. Tie game again. 14, as you said.
Romeo
Trade buttons.
Langford getting some playing time here. We haven't really seen him that much. Drives baseline, finds the kick out pass there to get the open shot.
I have to
Dragic
say,
thinks he
oh
gets fouled there
my
and then
God.
nails it.
Dragic with a 1-footed 3-point jump shot. My goodness, what was that?
He thought he got fouled and it was like a 3-point floater.
This is great.
Nice hands there again from Dragic.
Dragic.
Let's see if he can convert this one.
Nope, he's just going to put it back. Oh, it's back to the Celtics.
Oh,
Crazy back and forth we go.
We're at the
And Langford.
YMCA.
Yeah, and this Canner down low. Get it to Canner. There's a mismatch. That's a travel. Okay, that's a Euro step and a half. Sure.
I'm pretty sure he took like 4 steps.
Why not? Just give it to him. And his Canner with the finish in 2. Robinson going to try to go for 3 again. Can he hit it? No, that's his first miss of the afternoon.
mean, yeah, it's a heat check at that point. I guess if you hit 3 in a row,
I have to tell, Langford really confused me with the hairdo.
Yeah, you like
right?
hesitated in calling his name because you were like, "Who is this?"
And you know what? I was about to say I have my roster sheet over here on the left, but I was like, it's so nice to finally not have to go to my roster sheet because we've been calling the Celtics.
We know everybody, right?
We know everybody at this point. And then I was like, wait a second. Who's that on the court right there? I was like, I just got caught with my own. Yeah.
Just a comment, catching up on the Twitch side of things. Bruno here. It's a surprise for me. I've always got the impression of Jimmy Butler being kind of a mean person, but as he put those guys under his wings, empower them. Yeah. So I actually agree with this. Jimmy Butler's always had that reputation of kind of being not like a stuck-up guy, but like a sense of confidence, aura of confidence that may think he's better than everybody else. And that's like kind of was one of his main criticisms. But he's like a hard worker. He sometimes like alienates people, but I think he's used that experience. I think now, sorry, I take a sip of my coffee. I think now though, at his age, I think he started to understand that he almost needs to be a teacher. He actually needs to take them under their wing. So yeah, I agree with you. It's been a pretty big surprise, very different from how he acted in Philly and everything like that. But I mean, the stories of them all getting up at 4 a.m. together up in Chicago and all that type of stuff, working out together at such early times in the mornings, at night, late nights, that type of stuff. I agree with you. I think he's kind of been contagious with how he's been a leader. It's almost been like a leader by example type thing.
I agree, and I think it's reflected in the younger players too. He's probably has something to do with, especially because of Tyler Hero, who, as it said before, one of the youngest players to ever almost put up a triple-double. Miami's so Hero, who my guess is we'll see him come in here at the whistle, 1 assist shy of a triple-double in Game 1, finishing with 12 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists. Would have been the second youngest player in the last 40 years to have a postseason triple-double. 1 day older than Magic Johnson when he got his first. That is
I guess Luka is like 2 years older than him. No.
Yeah.
I guess.
Luka's like at least a year or 2. Yeah.
And we'll kind of touch on this more. I do have something to sort of say about Tyler Hero at halftime, but and a few things I've sort of read and talked about here, or read about Hero. He actually talks about that connection with Jimmy Butler a lot. He says it's been one of the has made him extremely comfortable, has given him confidence, being able to be taken under that wing like that. So it is something very true when it does say that he's kind of been taken under the wing by other people. And as you said, like the older people coming down and be able to help the younger kids in the squad, I mean, it makes a huge difference.
The Cengage team over in YouTube chat has found the basketball emotes.
He has found the basketball emoji.
Literally
I love
the basketball emote. That is
I love
good.
it.
I like it. I don't know where or how they found it, but that is pretty clutch.
Oz in chat, completely agree with you on that one too. At certain times, and that's kind of what I feel like at the end of games, stuff like that. I mean, he's going to take the shot no matter what. He can be the leader and everything, but at a certain point, he's going He's gonna take it over.
Also, by the way, they're doing this whole like junior college thing there
I
with
was
like
right. D3
Robinson.
Williams.
Yeah, like you had that one called before the first commercial timeout, all right? And like you can go to the tape, chat. Fran had called it already.
Yep.
Anyway, Tyler Hero
Okay.
is into the game despite all the heating pads he had on the sideline. Jimmy
Jimmy
Butler
just
being just a pest.
That's what 3 steals, 2 from Goran, 1 from Jimmy already.
The active hands by Miami. So the Celtics themselves being a team with extremely active hands is here's Hero's first three. That one doesn't quite line up. And Enes Kanter, well, I don't think they played at Kentucky at the same time, but an alum, we'll say. And here the 3-pointer, no good
quick
there for
three
the
there.
Celtics.
Little too quick.
Wait, 33? This should be Ojale. Oh, it's 37. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, what? Misread the number. Did Tatum just foul
Wow,
Butler?
they called that on Tatum?
Oh, boy. Come on.
Oh, I don't know about this call. It actually looks like we'll have to see it. All right.
What? Yo, that's just two people playing basketball.
I'm not sure. The only reason the ref is going to call that is basically saying that not hooking him, but he's holding him from jumping. Which
Tatum should have jumped, and he would have done the same thing on. What if they both jumped?
I don't agree with that call. I think that's a little ridiculous.
Fran, we're seeing Olynyk here on the court. We didn't see him in the Milwaukee series. Tell me more here about this matchup that they're hoping to exploit.
And I think with the whole idea with Olynyk here, you actually want to play basically a spread 5, and everybody's able to shoot. By removing Tice from the paint, you have no rim protectors, which opens up everything for the Miami Heat. And then here you're going to see Jaylen Brown be off from a 2-point field goal here. Miami coming down the floor with a 1-point lead. And you'll see here how Tice is nowhere near the rim here. And by having Kelly Olynyk set the screens and involve him in the pick and roll.
Oh my God, it's a beautiful passing clinic here. Jay Crowder tries to get it to Jimmy Butler, who can't finish it. We have a Let's Go Heat in chat, so they're following you over there, Fran.
I would have loved. I wish he scored that.
Marcus Smart wide open, gets Crowder in the air, and he hits it. He could have probably taken the first one, but it's a great shot fake.
So this is also something I want to say at this point. Marcus Smart, you can no longer leave him open. It's not like this, just leave him open, he won't hit the shot. He will hit the shot.
Yeah, but this has been a thing since the last series. I mean, against Toronto, or even in the first series.
Oh my God, Olynyk. Wow, I did not. Trust me, that was the last thing I expected him to do.
We have seen
Sahil. Yeah, let's go Heat and chat.
We have seen Marcus Smart become a shooter ever since the 76ers series.
But that was part of his game that needed to get better. He was being left alone on the island blatantly just not hitting. So
yeah, but
eventually he had to go for his
game.
But I agree with you. He's gotten better, and you just can't leave him alone anymore. I mean, he shoots 40%. I don't know what his entire stats are, but I know the games that he does pretty well in. I mean, he's shooting 30, 40%, even 50 sometimes. I mean, you can't let him get hot. And that's going to be an absurd bank shot that he did not call bank on.
Nope. Here's Hero going in the other way. Hero, oh my goodness, Hero just drives into
you asked me also, why is Olynyk in the game? Right there, Tice is not in the paint. Bam would have kept him in the paint. The help would have come over. Tyler Hero is able to get the bucket. Tice is going to shoot the 3 there and be off.
Yeah, but Tyler Hero just made Kemba look like the rookie there for a second. Hero's going to go for 3 again. That one's just off. And rebound down to Jaylen Brown. 21 points apiece here with 3:12 to go.
Charge.
No call there as Olynyk hits the floor.
All right. I'm typically okay with no calls.
Fran was calling for the charge. And here, this is going to be a timeout for Eric Spoelstra. That's going to be the media timeout under 4 minutes for the Miami Heat here in the first quarter. Use it or lose it, or actually you just have to use it
I would love
anyway.
to see it again. Nope,
they're not going to give that one to you.
Haha, but guess what? Since I have YouTube TV, I can rewatch it. And I can tell you if I think it was a foul or not. Look at this. All right. I'm going to watch this again. All right. He's there.
All right.
He's standing. It's a 50-50 call.
It's a 50-50 call, so they just no-called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine. I'm good with the no call. If there was an angle from like right under the basket, maybe it would be a little better. But yeah, it's one of those. I don't mind the no calls, honestly. I'd rather it be a no call than something that like totally changes the game.
Still a little bit early for that.
Yeah, still
23-21. Celtics leading at the 3-minute mark here of the first quarter. Wanted to welcome
and hello, LJ Smith in chat with a little Blue Devil there. Nice to see. Turnovers, Miami 1, Boston steals 3, only Heat. Yeah. So this is, I think we talked about this in the other Heat games too. Or maybe it was the Boston Toronto matchup. I kind of forget. But
they kind of blend together.
Yeah, they kind of blend together, honestly. But it's actually scoring the points off of turnovers. The Heat cause a lot of turnovers, but the problem is, no, I have not got a Nobu yet. The person I'm going with is still on vacation. So what actually gets changed from like the turnovers is actually being able to convert those into actual points. One of the main problems, I think it was either the Heat or the Celtics, one of those teams had, was that they would cause turnovers. They would have tons and tons of steals, but they were actually losing on points off turnover. So that's just pretty interesting like stat to just keep in mind. Granted, as a coach, you're still pumped because at the end of the day, a turnover is one more possession for you and another less for the other team. So statistically and analytically, it's still really good. But I'd be interested to see where the points off of turnovers really come. If they can convert all of them, I mean, you're winning the game, right? So
yeah. And I actually think it was Toronto in game 6, I want to say, that we did where Toronto had fewer turnovers but more points off the turnovers in that particular game, which was sort of surprising, but allowed them to win game 6 and eventually push that game 7. That's kind of how they forced it, right? So, yeah, and so there we are. All right. Just a few seconds here before we get back into the live action.
I feel like that was 3 minutes.
I feel like that was pretty close. That was
maybe one more. That's fine. That's all good. Thank you, Chem1. Appreciate it from the YouTube side of things. Just another thing, if you guys are enjoying the content, enjoy it or anything like that on the YouTube side, just hit the subscribe button, and on the Twitch side, just hit the follow button. If you guys are liking it, it just notifies you when we're online. If you want to keep talking about sports and things like that, just click the Discord or join the Discord below. So,
and we have a full stream
support.
Thank you. Oh, actually, Kems, the problem was we didn't do last game. That was why we were out. So we had sometimes the schedule conflicts don't quite line up, but we have a full streaming slate ready to go. We'll be back tomorrow night for Lakers and the Nuggets. And then remind me, Saturday's off, but we do Sunday, right? We do Premier League Sunday?
Off. Sunday, we have Liverpool, Chelsea. Monday, we're back to the Heat, Game 4.
There we go. All right. And so that is the plan for the weekend and the next few streams.
But yes, thank you for the sub, Kev. Appreciate it.
And then Wednesday and so on and so forth. Yeah, just Tuesdays don't quite line up for us very well. Too many other commitments. All right. Picking it back up is Brad Stevens in his Celtics green polo today. Deciding to go with the no quarter zip for him. Duncan Robinson going to go for 3.
Oh!
Wow. All right. The little split leg. He's 4 of 5.
He's 4 of 5. Yeah. I didn't even call it because I didn't even expect him to shoot it. Say Ojale is going to get positioned down low.
With
he's actually going to get blocked from behind from Robinson. Someone that's not a very good defender and gets roasted for it is going to find Hero. Hero's going to drive to the basket. He's going to get a really nice floater. No, not able to finish, but there is a foul.
There is a foul. He will go to the free throw line. God, that makes me so upset. God, Chevy, what are you doing?
Wow, that was my goodness. Really poor defense just on everybody's part.
But they there's the Celtics are lost on this play.
They just kind of left Tice on an island.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's 2-on-1. Tice has nowhere to go.
Poor guy. The guy's not gonna be able to keep up with Robinson, it's not gonna work.
I don't know who blew the defensive assignment, but he's got nowhere to go. As Robinson now has half of the Heat's points. Slightly under half. Tyler Hero making a liar out of me here as he hits the 2 free throws, 26-23. Miami Heat leading here with
Turn
about
your sound
2:15 to
down,
go.
your echo.
Oh, yeah.
And then Jason Tatum's going to have the ball here. It's going to be stolen once again. Tyler Hero's going to be the one to steal it. He's going to Euro step all the way to the basket. Oh, he's not going to make it.
Finish. That's was
two
unfortunate.
now. That's 2 times now they've gotten a steal and haven't been able to finish the layup.
But there's your turnover stats. 6 for Boston, 1 for Miami. The double team a little too aggressive. Olynyk going to get called for the reach.
Tatum kind of embellished that one a little bit there.
I kind of agree.
There was contact, but after the embellishment.
He sold
the second he got touched.
You know what? He didn't sell it as much as that Rams player in the Dallas game.
Oh, don't even get me started on
okay.
that Jalen Ramsey. Yeah,
that was crazy. Ties to Tatum. Tatum gonna drive in here. Tatum gonna go. No, wow. He put that up in the air. Right. Robinson was late.
They don't want to blow the whistle. Typically, they always get the whistle blown.
Let it go. That was fun.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. I like it when it's not called.
Good help
keeps
defense.
The game flowing.
There as Dragic gets cut off. Hero looking for Olynyk down low, but he's just going to take it himself. Baseline gets almost pushed out of bounds. Robinson from basically behind the backboard puts it at an air ball, and now Shemmy's going to take it up the court. Tatum going to take it himself in and amongst 4 different Heat players, and he still finishes.
It was a great finish.
Great finish with the left hand. That was beautiful. Spectacular finish for Tatum. Give him 6 points. Olynyk going to go for 3, and that's going to go over the backboard, which means it's technically out of bounds.
It was a quick shot by Olynyk.
It was.
I don't know if that's the greatest thing to do there,
Guess he thought
honestly.
He was open. This could have been called an and 1, by the way.
Yeah,
Iguodala got a hand in there.
They've been light on the whistle today, and I actually really like it. I think
right.
the flow
Let
of the
game
game's been really nice. Yeah. And it's nothing like egregious has been missed either. So I'm a big fan of the refs right now. That may change.
Wanamaker now in the game with Cantor, Tatum, Shemmy, and Marcus Smart. Tatum going to try to drive again. This is the Tatum moment. Can't quite get that floater to go. Bam. With the rebound. Almost fouled.
Goran for 3?
Nope. No. That didn't look good when it left his hand. It winds up short. Dragic has been quiet so far tonight. As Smart going to try to drive on Jones Jr. And Smart!
With the step back, I also think he actually did get hit in the face there. Could have been a foul.
30-26. 24 seconds to go. There's about a 6-second game clock, shot clock differential. So Miami will not quite have the final whistle here, but probably wants to put it up within the next 4 seconds. 7-6, screen up ahead. Dragic going to put up a...
Did he mean to do that?
What else was that? 4
what
seconds
a beautiful play.
3 for Tatum. Tatum driving in, gets stripped. Oh, he's going to get fouled on his way up and runs into the ref there.
Honestly, in that position, I know what I'm going to say is a little ridiculous, but like,
oh boy,
in that position when he's like running towards the basket, like just don't foul him. Like,
just let him go
at the ball. Just don't. I don't know. Like, I feel like it's so obvious what he's trying to do, but
what a step back here.
I don't think that was a foul actually. But
no, there is no foul there, but that is a
nice
massive step back shot.
Tatum, ball don't lie.
Tatum's first 3 throw just kind of rolls.
This is a different headband. This is a huge headband. Like the thickness.
Maybe he needs a bit more today.
I don't know. I've just never seen a headband that style. It's kind of cool. Tyler Hero not wanting to impact his 3-point shooting stats will wait till after the buzzer.
Yes, although the 3/4 court shot hits the front of the rim and almost goes in. Okay, that's it. We have reached the end of 1. The Boston Celtics ahead, 31-28, kind of like they were ahead in the first game of this. However, both teams decided to basically trade quarters the rest of the way. It was Boston-Miami, Boston-Miami, and then, of course, overtime. Miami winning that one. All right, what have you liked here from the first quarter? Both teams, one team, you tell me.
I got to say, I'm really liking the aggressiveness on the defensive end for Miami. But the problem is that they haven't been able to actually turn that into points at all, which is kind of surprising. For some reason, I'm sure like once we look at the stats during halftime, or right now. I'm sure that the Celtics have less possessions than the Heat, but are somehow still winning this game. So I don't
Oh yeah,
fully right.
by a
Miami
lot. Okay.
definitely has way more shots.
All
Yeah.
right, so because they're shooting so much better. The Celtics are 12 of 18. They're shooting 66% from the floor and 4 of 7 from 3. Miami is 9 of 26
Jesus.
at 35%, and there is the
Yeah.
difference. Miami with the volume of shots, but you're right, the turnovers currently in the favor of Miami because Boston has turned this thing over 6 times to Miami only 1.
Right. So
However,
granted, if you look at the like just general raw like averages and stuff, I mean Miami's eventually got to start hitting these shots. They're not going to shoot 30% the entire game, right? So in my opinion, I think the Heat are in a better position mainly because they've actually been dominating the game in the sense of through turnovers, through possessions, all of that. But they just haven't been able to convert points, which is fine. It happens. Sometimes you don't hit shots, but I feel like at a certain point they're going to start hitting way more of them. So
trying to
as the TV shows Miami, Duncan Robinson hitting all the shots. But to be honest, but as the stats say, and as Oz says too, 9 of 26, they haven't shot well.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where exactly the difference is coming from. It really is coming from the 3-point line. 6 of 14. Miami has hit 2 more 3-pointers than the Celtics. So if you give them that, that's an extra 6 points, and they've made 1 more free throw. Neither team really making much of the turnovers though. So Miami's really got only 6 points off turnovers, which is actually kind of a low turnover to points ratio. Usually, like you want to kind of be between like one and like with a 1.5 area, and like 2 is ridiculous, right? But like so not quite. The
Oh yeah.
fast break points in the favor of actually the Celtics, and so are the points in the paint. So a lot of the momentum kind of plays actually going the way of Boston. It really is the points of Duncan Robinson to lead all scorers right now with 12. That is keeping Miami in this game. His hot 3-point shooting is leading the Heat. Much more balanced on the side of the Celtics. You have 7 from Tatum, who hit a couple back-to-back possessions there and late in the first quarter. Walker's got 6. Actually, Marcus Smart leading the scoring for the Celtics at 8 points with his 2 3-point shots. And Walker also 2 of 2 from the 3-point line, looking pretty. So good start for him there as well. Interview here with Spo.
Yeah, Spoelstra.
Welcoming all the viewers here across both Twitch and YouTube. We're on both platforms, so you guys decide where you want to watch and where you want to hang out as play resumes here in the bubble, and Goran Dragic comes up just short on his runner. He really hasn't been able to get into that very much of a rhythm, and his Canner down low. Beautiful hockey assist there. It's going to be Wanamaker gets the credit for it, however. An extra 2 points for Canner.
Can you go live anymore on yours?
Maybe I can go accelerate ahead. Oh, yes, I can, I think.
Yeah. Kendrick Nunn's going to miss the reverse layup there, contested by Enes Kanter. Jason Tatum's going to go off the screen, but he's going to lose his dribble, get his dribble back, guarded by Hero, top of the key, and as he waves away the Enes Kanter screen, goes to the elbow jumper, left shot, short. Kendrick Nunn's going to get the ball, find Hero for a breakaway. This time he scores the layup.
Yeah, I'm actually ahead of you now.
Okay.
As Marcus Smart here, 10:50 to go in the second quarter. Wanamaker on Hero. Wanamaker looking pretty good here with the right hand. And whoa, okay, so here's your charge. Finally, you got a charge call. I didn't even see the charge call.
It's
Where
with
is
his offhand, I think. It's like, oh, they're not showing it.
This is the replay of the Tyler Hero. We just sort of switched sides of the basket there.
Yeah, smart move there. Use the rim as protection there.
Dragic going to go for 3. Dragic, that hits the front iron. It's short. Dragic is dry right now at the moment.
Yeah.
Tatum getting it to Canner. Canner double team down low, but he is going to manage to finish. Wow, nice step through there. Breaks the double team of both Dragic and Iggy. Iguodala now bringing it up the court. Iguodala going baseline. Iguodala getting it to Hero. Hero's going to go for the side 3-pointer. And yes, on the very, very left corner, Tyler Hero drills it For the Heat, 35-33, Boston in front by 2, but not by much. Neither team has really been able to separate themselves at all. And
No,
yeah, Robinson's
I think it's going
completely
to be like this the
unpredictable.
whole. I think it's going to be like this the whole series.
It's funny to me, Robinson as a Miami starter is like so up and down. There's like times where he'll like start, but then they'll like bench him because he's like not really playing well, and then he'll have
Well,
games
it's
like
because
this.
it's on the defensive end. They
Ah,
can't
yeah,
play him
yeah.
on the defense, and then Tyler Hero's going to step into a three and miss in transition there.
Damn, that was gonna
Shot
be
he
exciting.
needs to hit.
That was going to be really exciting because he was wide open. Nobody within 8 feet of the guy. Tatum going in, nice finish with the right hand. Rather.
I mean, Tatum just too big and too strong for Hero. That's the difference of being in the league for 3 years. Literally
actually
right there.
Both Miami defenders, and bam! Oh, he can't finish.
Bam doesn't finish.
He's going to want that one back in Miami. That's about 3 layups now they've missed. Great pass there. It's going to be Tatum working on Iggy. Tatum outside. Wanamaker wide open and drills it.
Timeout.
That's like
timeout, Spo.
Time out for Miami as Miami has come out looking flat here in the second. Enes Kanter just needs a breath because they've been running up and down the court and the Celtics have had the better of it. It's a great look by Tatum. The assist here to Wanamaker, and Wanamaker drills it from 3 as he pulls in the defense, and that is a great way to get an open shot. We've seen teams get these open 3-point shots off of the offensive rebound, and now Tatum driving, pulling the defense into him, kick out. That's a Duke play right there. Plug for the Duke play.
Thank you, Kev, for the comments and the commentary. And yeah, I mean, Dustin Robinson's one of the more unpredictable players on the Heat. Someone can catch fire, and there's been some games he won't play anything, like Rich said, but there's other games where he'll play and drop like 25 points. It's mainly kind of just the flow of the game. If you can get him hot and he can find his bucket, you're going to keep him in. But if you can't, he's kind of a defensive liability, unfortunately. 4 Celtics scoring and only 2 Heat players scoring. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting when you kind of look at the stats like that. There's not that many. The ball hasn't necessarily been shared that much on the Heat side, but I don't think it's like a ball sharing problem. They all just can't hit layups. It's kind of insane. Like everybody's missing. And as Oz says here, inside the arc, Miami is 4 of 15. It's kind of insane. I've never seen it. I couldn't think of a time that the teams miss that many like layups and inside the paint shots. It just doesn't really make that much sense. So that's why I still, if you're a Miami Heat fan, yes, you're not playing great, but you're really only down by like 7 points. So this really is still very attainable and like still in reach. If you're a Boston fan, you want to pedal to the metal on this. Like you need to extend this lead as fast as possible and as big as possible before the Heat actually start hitting some shots.
And oh, by the way, if it wasn't for Duncan Robinson's 4 3-point like makes, the Miami Heat would be 3 of 11 from beyond the arc.
I mean, this is basically exactly what I said. This matchup in the series will always be close unless one team literally misses everything. And right now, that's the Heat besides Duncan Robinson. And while the other team hits most of their shots, and the Celtics are shooting, I think, above 50% still. All right.
I'm not that worried. This reminds me of one of the. Was it? No, it was actually a Toronto game where they were just shooting so poorly
it was
right
Toronto.
In the first half, and then they're like, but they kept it close, and then they were able to sort of come back and win it in the second, just because the shots started falling for them in the second. You just had to keep shooting it.
It sounds weird to say, but like statistically and by averages, like the Heat eventually have to come back in this game.
Right? Unless it's just like
like forever, right? Yeah.
Now,
totally understand that.
Although
only
the
within
Celtics
the sample
defense,
size, only within the sample size.
The Celtics defense has been very good. Give the Celtics credit, okay? So in the third quarter of last game, the Celtics were able to hold Miami to a playoff low 16 points. So it's not like out of nowhere that is saying, oh, okay, Miami can't shoot shots. Like, so, okay, maybe they're having a bad night. They did end up putting up 25 points in the first quarters, right? So, but the defense by the Celtics, they sort of turned this thing up. Let's see if they can.
I'm gonna go with it's both, but mainly the Heat not hitting shots, because you don't miss those 3 layups or 6 points. Come on.
Yeah. Well, the 3 layups are, and Miami still can't hit one here. It's the rebound that comes down to the Celtics, and they're just going to walk this thing up and be content to play a bit of a half-court game here with Wanamaker. Wanamaker just being
Wow, he just
screened
steps
out.
right into it.
Kanter
Woo!
screens out both Bam and Dragic. Honestly, a little lazy there by Miami not to fight over the screen, and they just let Wanamaker go right in there as Dragic finally gets one to go reverse lay in there with the left hand.
Dragic finally gets himself a bucket here, and with a really nice reverse finishing on the big man down low.
Screen again by Kanter. Jones fights through that one. Jaylen Brown, 2 little hop steps. Can't get the finish there. Miami with a rebound. Miami now pushing. Dragic working on Brown. Good defense there by the Celtics.
Little two-man game. Bam! Throws it down. Woo! Nice screen and roll. Little two-man game. You almost saw that before it even happened. Well, I did, and I called it.
Sorry, that was Nunn. The assist from Nunn, actually, to Bam, results in the aforementioned expression. Hill.
Oh, I thought for a second he was going to get there, but it is going to be a turnover. Apparently Wanamaker touches it. And this is going to be the replay here. You just saw the beautiful just pick and roll. It's really interesting. It's not even a pick and roll here. It's actually just a dribble handoff and cut. The Miami Heat do this extremely well with their bigs, something we've touched on a lot too, just through the season of watching the Heat. This way how they use their bigs and just a handoff basically as a screen and roll off of it has been really effective, and there it's even more effective.
And all Enes Kanter can do is basically just take screenshots at this point. So may as well get the selfie cam up there because he's about to be part of a nice poster. Olynyk back in the game. Healer trying to cut there. The ball denied. Dragic. Not even sure what Olynyk is doing at the moment. Dragic driving in. Double team comes from Kanter and Brown. And Dragic can't quite score. Rebound down to Tatum.
I think Dragic got to do more with that matchup.
Tatum on Crowder, and Tatum just too strong. Puts it over the bucket, but nice offensive rebound by Enes Kanter, who puts it back in for 2. Kanter having himself a really nice afternoon today.
Yeah, so I think the reason why Kanter kind of is pretty much able to find his place in this game is down low. I mean, granted, yes, he only has to basically play against Bam, but when he has Olynyk on him, he's somewhat still mobile enough to take him out to the 3, but he can have his way on the glass pretty much. And I think that's what you're starting to see here.
Kanter with 8 points tonight. His play time is not even associated with any sort of foul trouble. Make it 9 as he hits that free throw.
Granted, yeah, I also went on a rant like 3 weeks ago, like Enes Kanter's awful. So I mean,
but he's not in there because Tice is in foul trouble. Celtics may just be wanting to think they have a better matchup down there as Jimmy Butler gets cut off back to Olynyk and going to call a foul on Kanter here. So there's his first foul, which I don't agree with at all.
Foul. I don't think that was a foul at all. I think that was
Jimmy Butler created
he was easily going to pass it off.
Yeah.
Butler ran into his chest. I don't agree with that. Whatever.
Tice back in the game for Kanter. Hero still out there getting plenty of playing time.
Yeah, Hero kind of plays that 6-man in the sense of here's Duncan Robinson with a nice pump fake there, but he doesn't get it. And then Hero, what?
Right place, right time.
Yeah, right place, right behind for the rookie.
I think actually a Celtic player gave him the ball.
Right?
Yeah. Anyway, he'll capitalize. 11 points for him here, and we haven't even gotten halfway through the second quarter.
They brought the double on Kemba.
It's a 7-point advantage for the Celtics as the drive there
not
by
a good
Brown.
Tip out.
3 points for Kemba? No, way short.
Again.
Kemba gets his own rebound. Kemba going to take a step in, and he's going to drill that mid-range jump shot.
You can't give a team like that 3 opportunities.
They had 3 shots. That was really bad. Crowder for 3. Crowder who needs to get it going.
Tough shot.
Crowder a little slow to get up there. Kemba on the other side. Celtics have numbers. Let's see if they push. Kemba going to go in. He's going to drive. Yes, Kemba he's going to get the friendly roll.
This is getting worrying territory here for Miami.
Danger zone.
Calm down and get a bucket.
That or Spo's going to have to call another timeout here if they can't get something going. Maybe Jimmy Butler's going to bail them out. Butler going right. And
they're going to call out offensive foul on Jay Crowder.
Oof.
I think it was against Crowder under the basket. I don't even think it was on Jimmy.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't on Jimmy. Kemba just, wow. 1, 2, Crosses over Robinson. Jimmy comes over for the help defense. Can't really commit, or he would have fouled Kemba there. Walker 4 of 5, 10 points for him. Kemba going to try to get his 12th point, but he's actually just going to get an assist out of
I
it.
think
Way
you got to
too
call a timeout.
easy.
Yeah.
Timeout, and here it
Again.
is. Way too easy as the timeout by Spoelstra is called with the Boston Celtics up 13. Fran, what an answer by Boston, especially after such a close game one.
Yeah, they've come out firing here. You can see that the team is just way more aggressive. Kemba's like taking over, and he's actually able to hit the shots and get his bucket and get other teammates involved here. Kemba's really controlling this game, and I don't think the Miami just kind of looks unsettled, in my opinion.
I was going to use a different
quick
word.
Shots.
Miami looks like they're asleep.
Yeah, I don't. Something feels off. Like the shot selection is really quick. It's super fast. I don't know. There were like a few possessions in there that was good. They ran the pick and roll. They ran their offense, and they got points out of that. And then the other times they just kind of been like running up the court, setting a screen, then just going off of it. I don't think they're in their flow of the offense just yet. But definitely if I'm Spoelstra, the timeout right now is a very good timeout.
Yeah, you probably should have come up possession earlier. But
as I kind of said, Boston needs to push as much as they can to extend this lead. And if you're Miami, at this point, you want to keep this within 10 going to the third quarter. Have to give credit where credit is due, though. The Boston Celtics defense has been pretty exceptional, not going to lie.
Currently only 11 points for the Miami Heat so far in quarter two. I think the worry here, if you're Miami, is, and probably Spoelstra, is that the bad defense on the side of the bad play on the defensive end is negatively impacting, or actually no, it's the other way around. Their bad offensive play is negatively impacting their defensive play for Miami. And so
yeah, because defensively they haven't done anything.
They haven't, right. Boston already has 21 points, and we have 5.5 minutes left. So,
I'm trying to think.
They're on pace for a 35-point quarter.
Yeah, it's too much. And I'm pretty sure if you would probably look at the second quarter of the first half of the other game before, I'm sure they probably ended around 50, like both teams after the first. They're already at 52 points with 5:31. So, I mean, just looking at points, they're scoring too much. And you have to take into consideration they have way less possessions than the Miami Heat have actually had. Now it's probably skewed back in their favor. But
they still have fewer.
They're shooting an insane percentage from the field, and they're already at 52%. The defense for Miami just isn't there.
Yeah, it isn't there tonight, and it's sort of the missed shots on the offensive end that are just causing things to spiral slightly out of control. At the end, so at halftime of game one, it was 55 Miami to 57. 50. It was tied, 55 each, 55 all.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was tied at 55 apiece. And currently, with 5.5 minutes to go here in the second, the Boston Celtics are at 52. So they have definitely turned up the scoring a bit.
I did just see an Arby's commercial. Man, I wish I had an Arby's near me. I love Arby's.
You can't like Uber Eats it or something?
Arby's is great. People that rip on Arby's have never tried Arby's. Arby's is really not that bad. People think it's awful.
Can we get any Arby's love in chat?
I'm just curious. I don't know. I feel like I got roasted. I got like people like, oh, you like Arby's too. It's like you just can't order just order a regular sandwich, right?
I think the interesting question is actually, what is the Arby's equivalent down in Australia for Oz? That's what he can help us, and whether or not it's like actually a respectable chain.
Yeah, Oz goes, I don't think Uber Eats will get me Arby's, not in edible condition.
That's unfortunate.
It may have gone bad by the time it gets to down under.
Which is almost like the banana bread from earlier this week, but
wow, Bam has to hit that shot, and he does.
Mm-hmm.
Nice pull-up free throw line, a little foot in front of the free throw line jumper. You're going to see the stats there. It's 64% from the floor for the Celtics, about 34% from the field for the Heat.
The 23 rebounds to just 6 for Boston, to just 16 for Miami. Kemba going to take this step back. Okay, this looks like vintage Kemba right now.
Yep.
Kemba is feeling it. That high arcing rainbow shot is good into still a 13-point lead here. We got to see. Miami's just got to claw their way back, Frank, is what you said. They want to get it less than a 10-point lead by halftime and just chip away at this thing. Obviously, they're talented enough to get the job done. They won game one.
This is the rhythm and the where Kemba is always at. It's beautiful. He lives at that top of the key. He lives on those step backs. This is what he's was hitting all season, and then just in the bubble, he just recently hasn't really been able to hit these shots. Bam with actually a pretty good contest. Yeah, Butler, Mark Hathaway over here in YouTube chat. Yeah, Butler's been pretty much non-existent.
Non-existent. It's just like hasn't. He's got 2 points. I think.
Oh, not this time, Robinson. Kemba with the steal. Maybe going to find Brown. No, he finishes himself. Easy
Look at the change of speed. Look at the change of speed. He just drops a gear, slows down, and lets Hero just blow right by him.
Yep.
Beautiful finish there by Kemba as Jimmy. He's got 14 points, 8 this quarter. As Jimmy Butler hands it off to Robinson.
They have the whole other side of the court. I don't.
Yeah, Butler's got 2. Butler still can't hit. He still has 2. That's probably the 4th layup now that Miami has just left right at the rim. 8 points, right? The difference is 15 right now.
Kemba's got the switch with Bam on him. It's going to go one-on-one.
Last time he jab stepped him. This time he's just going to take the 3, and it's actually a brick. 4-on-4. Tyler Hero going the other way. That's off the back iron. Poor shooting for him. Jimmy's going to
I understand why he's shooting that shot.
Which one? The 3 or the Hero shot?
The 3. But no. The Hero
Kemba?
shot.
Okay, Hero
but
shot.
I don't know. Like, not right now.
Not right now.
Like, you just got to get a bucket. Like, it's not good. Like, I don't know. But then it's like the trade-off of like, yeah, if you hit the shot, it's 3 points. But like, I don't know. If you miss it, I feel like it's just way worse. Because it's like, oh, all right, transition over. Here we go. Like, possible 5-6 point swing just because you shot a quick 3.
Tice to Brown getting guarded by Crowder. Crowder also basically a no-show after 20-plus points in the first one, and Brown just hits that again. Everything going for the Celtics today. Very little resistance here. Jimmy Butler calling for the screen by Crowder. Switch on him is Kemba, and Jimmy's going to try to go right. Jimmy's going to put up, yes, finally.
That shot. There it is. Just need to, like,
I hope they come up with a little first field goal in forever, basically. 1 of 5. 4 points.
Kind of switched up the defense here to a zone. The Heat have.
Kemba's going to find himself a mid-range jump shot, but can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound to the Celtics, trying to save it, and they do! Wow! Tatum with an incredible effort play as he's going out of bounds, saves the possession for Boston. And Brown...
Why didn't Jimmy try to go for the ball?
I mean, the Celtics are just out hustling the Heat right now. As Brown hits it again, it's 60 points. Oh, Wanamaker almost steals it from Robinson. Boston just wants it right now.
Yeah, 100%. Boston is just winning, I would say, on the effort end here. I hope they showed the. Oh no.
No, they're just.
I wish they showed the. I wish they showed the play leading up to the maintaining possession there.
Man, if you're a Boston fan, you're loving what you're seeing right now. This could danger time again for Miami as Robinson tries to go for 3, and the shots aren't falling for him right now
and eventually he's going to have to miss, right?
Well, now 4 of 7. Brad Stevens gives Kemba a push. Says, get in there and get the ball. Kemba guarded by Crowder. Again, Bam and Crowder up at the top. Marcus Smart thinks about going to Wanamaker. Smart... little reverse there, back to Kemba. Kemba long. Tice tries to swipe at it, can't get it. Rebound to Dragic.
No possible transition. Celtics doing a really good job getting back.
Oh, great active hands by Marcus Smart, who denies the entry pass there by Robinson.
We'll get to everybody's comments about RBs. I have not missed those, but we're going to do those at halftime.
Oh, Kemi, I love it.
Here we go. Yeah, Friday game 1. Come here. We'll be here tomorrow.
Jimmy is acting like a butler for the Celtics.
Yeah. I mean, he's literally giving everything to them on a plate. It's true.
Dragic still probing. Bam, almost the alley-oop. Back outside, Jimmy for 3. No, and it's a shot clock violation. Miami just didn't even realize what was happening with the shot clock. Bam's just got to go with it.
No, he's just got to dunk it.
He just has. I know. That's what I'm saying. Just dunk it.
He was right next to the basket. Like, literally, when he took the ball down, I thought he was going to hit the rim, how close he was.
Celtics are going to go with the ear play, whatever the ear play is, by Brad Stevens. We'll watch it.
Post up Marcus Smart on Goran Dragic.
The ear play doesn't quite work out. as Miami recovers that one. Shot wasn't even blocked, it was just short. Bam, back to Dragic. Dragic going to settle
All
for a mid-range jump
right.
shot, and that is going
Nice.
to go.
I
15
think they need to
points.
just get back into the flow of things. Run the pick and roll with Goran and Bam. Run it with Jimmy and Goran, and then add Bam in there with Jimmy. Just move the ball. Use those back cuts and things like that. They just need to be patient.
A lot of fighting down low between Tice and Robinson. Tice now
Yeah,
coming
the
up to
mismatch
screen
is
Jimmy.
absurd.
Now they got Robinson on Tatum. Jimmy comes
Nice
up
switch there
again.
from Jimmy.
Wanamaker for three in the corner. That's off the back iron. No good. Shots wide. 12-point game clock, shot clock differential. Miami won't really get it back, but great hands by Wanamaker as Dragic hits the floor. Possession retained. 12 shots. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Down to 8. Jimmy
Oh, that's
and
such
foul.
a bailout foul.
Second
oh
foul
my
on Tatum.
God. It was a foul, but that's you just can't do that.
Celtics
it's only 14
seconds.
seconds.
Great question. Great question on the assist.
Is it just me, or is this has been a ridiculously fast half?
It has. Well, it's been low on the whistles. 11 assists.
So
for
don't
the
mind.
Miami
I don't
Heat.
feel like there's been that much crazy contact, and on the 50-50s, they just kind of let them go. So
No.
I don't mind.
Jimmy's
gonna
go
get the
drive
step.
Baseline.
Oh my God! Just put it up.
Again,
Thank you.
Miami looking a little timid here when they drive baseline. Just go with
their
it.
Oomph. Their oomph
8
is not there
seconds
from
before
the
we hit the
day.
halftime. 6. Tatum can't quite handle it. 3. Tatum going to go for 3. Gets Bam in the air. Tatum wild shot front iron. Zeros on the clock at the end of the first half. It's the Boston Celtics leading 60 to 47. Sorry. First, and Kemba looking like Kemba. 14 points, 6 of 10 from the field from him. In the last 5 games, he's been averaging only 16 points. He basically has that in a half. The assists are currently in the favor of the Boston Celtics. 11 for Miami, 13 for Boston. And although sort of the percentage, so both teams actually playing the assist game pretty good. The percentage is going to look higher for Miami because they've just made less shots. As Boston guys, Boston's like basically 25 made and 13 assists, so just under 50%. On the other side, you have Miami with 11, but they've only made 18, so they're kind of like in the 60-ish range, or just above, low 60s.
So just a few days before we kind of get into our halftime topic shows here, if you like Arby's, you have never had real roast beef. So that's the problem. I actually don't even get roast beef at Arby's because it's not real roast beef, right? You just got to know what you get when you go to Arby's. There isn't an Arby's equivalent down here, but they've apparently test marketed an outlet, but it didn't last. Yeah. Every food market has a carvery roast sandwich, crowded market. Yeah, the Heat are completely at sea. Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what we'll probably talk about. As I just the Heat just don't. They just like mentally, they just don't really look in it, and Jimmy doesn't either, which is kind of confusing. Jamie here with the comment: if the Lakers go up 3-1 against the Nuggets, then you already know the Nuggets are the win. I completely agree with that. If the Lakers go 3-1 up, I swear to God, I'm putting like $300 in the Nuggets, and I'm gonna come out a millionaire. So if you guys can join me on that one, if not, but I would actually love to see if there was somebody that bet on the Nuggets each 3-1 down and what the payout
that would have been crazy.
That would have been nuts. Like actually crazy. Murray and Jokic enjoying their free holiday in Orlando. Yeah, 100%. And Oz, with that comment there, the comeback kids, they won't be lacking belief. It's actually pretty interesting. The Jamal Murray in an interview after the game was like, hey, like Shaq, Charles, Chuck, like you guys got to start respecting us and like giving us credit, like Stephen A and all them. And like, I'm like, I agree, but also like disagree with that because all right, I'm not like Chuck or Charles, but technically we do a show about sports, right? So you throw me in that same boat. He doesn't know me yet, but he would put me in that same category. It's not that I don't think they're going to win. It's that I just think the Clippers are better and the Lakers are better. Like, it's unbelievable what the Nuggets have done. It's not that I'm shortchanging them at all, or I don't think other commentators out there are shortchanging them at all either. I think it's just like, it is just amazing what they have done.
They have done. It's been pretty
And
incredible.
I have to completely agree. They're enjoying their vacation down in Orlando. And Jamie, I don't know if y'all are on Twitter or anything. You should definitely check out Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum. They invited Patrick Beverly, everybody else down to Cancun. The whole Clippers team. It's all on Twitter. It's all there. It's actually kind of hilarious. Um, because, and the only reason the Trailblazers control them is because the Trailblazers beat the Nuggets last year. So technically it's okay because they had beaten the team. But yeah, NBA Twitter was all over the Clippers. It was so funny. Like so funny.
So chat on YouTube is asking, what sandwich do you get?
Oh, so okay. Yeah, so I don't get I don't get the roast beef ones. I get like the turkey sandwiches. I'll get like the ham ones too. Like I don't go with like the regular roast beef. And like the battered chicken ones or like the chicken ones are really good. Like those are gas. I just don't like roast beef for me. Like we grew up in Connecticut. Like I'm used to like corned beef, like Jewish delis, like pastrami's, that type of stuff. So like roast beef I'm pretty peculiar on, but all the other stuff is incredible there. And there's some other stuff on the YouTube side of chat that we got to catch up on.
Anyone who bet the Nuggets down 3-1 twice is actually crazy, but probably made a lot of money. Sometimes in order to make money, you have to be either crazy or really lucky or both. I think
Arby's
both
chicken nuggets dunked in a sauce. Is that a clue? Nuggets dunked in a heat sauce. Mark Hathaway. Yeah, I do love that. That is fantastic there. Yeah, but the Nuggets are. Arby's is good, man. I'm telling you, it's a lot better than most people think. The Celtics are assisting a lot. The indicates good teamwork. What is the Heat doing? Yeah, the Heat, I think we'll probably get into it. They just really haven't been moving the ball. Or actually, I take that back. On a lot of possessions, they haven't been moving the ball. On the possessions they have moved the ball, they literally haven't been able to finish their layups.
Yeah.
And like any of their shots. So that is one thing. Playoff P became way off P. Yeah, I think this is going to be absurd. I think Paul George is starting to get into the category of Dwight Howard.
Wait a second. Who we're going to see come up tomorrow night, who's like playing for the Lakers. Because this was the thing. Here's the segue. All right.
Yeah, where's the segue?
All right. So basically, Frank Vogel saying he's having played JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard sparingly in the second round of the NBA playoffs because of the small ball from Houston. He says that these two thinks that they're going to get a lot more PT here coming in the series as he has to deal with Nikola Jokic in the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, Jokic is going to just toy with them. Are you kidding me? Jokic is way better than both of them and way more skilled than both of them. Yeah, granted they're large, so they can block shots and hold up in the paint. I just like Jokic. Like, don't get me wrong here. Jokic is not very quick, but he definitely has quicker feet than Dwight Howard at age 30 something, and JaVale McGee at 40 probably at this point. So like, yeah, you can throw your bigs at him all you want. But also think that the Utah Jazz did exactly the same thing with a better big man in Rudy Gobert, and guess what? It didn't work. So, I mean, yeah, throw all your bigs you want at him, but at the end of the day, you're just going to have to stop the pick and roll, and you're going to also have to stop Jamal Murray at the same time, which you can totally do with LeBron James. So, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with that, but
Jiggly's asking, do you think the Heat will win this game? I think I took the Celtics at the start of this one. You were on the side of the Heat. You wanted to see the Heat
Jiggly,
win.
Yeah,
it's not
I don't think they're going to win this game in particular, but I would like them to win this game. And I actually think if they play correctly, they will actually be able to win this game. Like if they start getting back on the defensive end, they actually start making the adjustments. As Mark Hathaway basically said, the defense from the Celtics has been exceptional. They need to get better shots from it. And they also themselves need to be playing defense and get those just easy turnovers. They missed 4 layups. If you put those 4 gimmies on the scoreboard right now, they're down by 5.
Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. And when I'm telling you that they missed gimmies, I'm literally telling you they missed layups that were wide open that I would score.
That like they were
with my right hand, not my left hand. I don't know how to use my left. I can still score with my right. Nowhere is safe. Nowhere is Dwight safe. The slander. Yeah, sorry. Can Jokic shot? Yeah. Can they stop LeBron?
Actually, I don't think that's the question. I actually thought I was going to ask your opinion on the Jokic AD matchup. Because for the longest time, we've been saying there's no one that can match up with Davis. And that's why the Lakers are so lethal. Because when Anthony Davis in the fourth quarter, he just goes off and does his thing. Like, LeBron's always going to do his thing. Like, it's LeBron.
Yeah, like, LeBron's always going to do it.
Hello? Okay. But when Anthony Davis like if you add Anthony Davis and you have two people you can't stop, that's a problem. So that's the one I'm looking at. You're not going to stop LeBron. It's just not going to happen. But like, can you stop Davis?
Yeah, and I don't think Jokic can stop him. I don't really think anybody can. In particular, and you also have to think about it. Jokic is going to have to guard him for 48 minutes every single game.
Yeah.
It's going to be exhausting. Like,
Yeah.
yes, Jokic had to play defense against the Clippers, but then again, the Clippers don't have like a big man that like actually shoots the ball, gets a ton of touches and things like that. So I think it actually, if I'm the Nuggets, I almost want to protect Jokic and almost not have Jokic guard AD. Because it's going to take way too much gas out of his tank. And we already see that Jokic is pretty, all right, he's pretty lazy on defense. Granted, he is saving his energy, but I mean, he's not the greatest defender in the world. We all understand that. But I personally, if I'm Mike Malone, keep him as far away from AD as possible. He's going to gas him out and put him in so much foul trouble. You're going to lose every single game.
Unless the Lakers somehow like load manage themselves out of the matchup, which I don't know. I suppose I don't think we've really seen the Lakers play at full strength for the entirety of games yet.
No, they necessarily haven't, but I would say that they are more of a team than the Clippers were ever a team.
1 minute, by the way, before you can set your Thursday night fantasy lineups. Just a public safety announcement for those playing fantasy. You have 1 minute till kickoff of the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns, so don't forget to set your fantasy. Or you will regret it. We'll keep tabs on the score and bring that back to you.
Kev, on the YouTube side, interesting point because I actually sort of think this too. The Nuggets are going to roll over. They already act like they won a ring. You see the coach in the locker room. They're done, mentally satisfied. Yeah, so I don't actually disagree with this chain of thought at all. I think it's valid, and I actually think it has some weight. This is a team that has come down 3-1 twice. At this
point,
it's
like ever, by the way.
It's like they've already won their championship of accomplishing ridiculousness. But yes, I get it that they're going to come back and they're going to have to, they're going to have to still play again. But I think it's going to be more difficult for them. I think this is also I've said that they're going to lose every single time, and I've said this exact thing last series too, and I was wrong, right? So. I thought after going and coming back 3-1 against the Jazz, I thought they were done. I was like, oh, they're out of gas 100%. They still beat the Clippers.
On the subject of the Clippers, Stephen A. calling this loss to the Nuggets the biggest choke job ever, specifically calling out.
By Kawhi.
Kawhi.
A lot of I don't know if Kawhi deserves all the blame. I feel like there's a lot. I don't know. I think the blame of where it's coming from, I think it's more shared by the entire team. But I do think Kawhi, as the star, probably should have taken more responsibility and taken it over. But at the same time, it's like on Toronto, he always had the ball because everybody knew they had to give it to him. On LA, there's way more egos. So he's not the de facto leader on the team. Right? So I think that played into some of it as well.
The other thing to me that was so strange about this one was that remember that the Nuggets went into that series on a 48-hour turnaround of rest after Game 7, and they got blown out of Game 1. Now they actually have 3 days worth of rest to go into this next one. Imagine what if they didn't have that such a quick turnaround? They had the extra day, and they didn't actually get blown out of Game 1. Could the Nuggets have won the game in the series in 6?
What you're talking about.
And now we're talking about something it didn't even get to Game 7, right? Which is even worse.
So you're saying that the schedule basically that the Nuggets have had to play
it ended
so
the first game for
that
them.
You basically have to throw away the first game, and that's what we said.
We
said they were going to throw away the first game, and they totally threw it away.
To be fair,
down.
Hold on. You don't throw away games in the NBA playoffs. I mean, they just they were physically. It just wasn't gonna. It just didn't happen, right? Physically, they were out of it. Give them credit. It is what it is.
I mean, I think they were down by 20, 25 of the third quarter or something. I think we were both watching. And it's at that point, I mean, Mike Malone looks at Murray and looks at Jokic, and if they're out of gas, you're not going to just blow it away in one game. And yeah, they basically threw the first game away.
But this could have been 6 games the other way. right?
Yeah,
Like,
it could
which
have.
is even worse for if you're LA. But
Honestly,
nobody's talking about that.
what the Nuggets are going to think, and what they're going to learn from this entire experience is that they need to close the series out quicker so they can actually win the next series quicker. Like honestly, like if they close out, yeah, that's what like if they close out the Jazz in 5, like they probably should have 5 or 6. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
it's over, right?
yeah.
They beat the Clippers
Well, I mean,
way
Boston
quicker.
should have closed out Toronto in
And
4, but
Boston should
like,
have 100%. Boston should have closed out Toronto like 3 days, and you see, and you well, there's not as much impact and like hangover from
not
there
as
because
much, but
they
maybe.
did get a significant break there. Um, One thing I kind of actually didn't get to the Tyler Hero thing,
Oh, go for it,
unfortunately.
go for it.
No, because there's other topics I got to talk about.
All right, all right.
The Tyler Hero one we'll talk about like a halftime or like a commercial break. I can make that one pretty quick. No left-handed layups. The under 12s coach in me is fuming. Yeah, I had a really trouble hard. So this is the problem. I never
He's not
broke my right arm,
ambidextrous.
so I never had to
Oh,
use my left arm. So
okay.
I think when now this is terrible parenting, but like I will not encourage my son to possibly hurt his dominant arm, but I will maybe if he happens to fall on it, it will be a really good thing for sports. Or if he happens to
Oh
hurt
my
his right
god.
foot while playing soccer and then he has to use his left foot, yeah, I'm not
Are
going to
you
be upset
somehow
by that.
trying to justify like your ankle injuries and all? Wait, what about your head though? Like
Yeah, the 6 or 7 concussions just don't. Those didn't help me anything.
they
They
don't
just
help
sent
you
me
at
straight
all.
downhill in all types of
Yeah,
directions.
yeah, yeah.
But one thing I did want to pivot real quick. I know we have just a few minutes before the game actually starts here again.
You got 20
It is going
seconds.
to completely pivot to another sport.
Oh,
This Sunday we are playing Chelsea in one of the biggest matches
Liverpool
in the
Chelsea.
Premier League so far.
It's only
Liverpool
week
is
2.
playing Chelsea, and it is only week 2. This is Chelsea has spent around 250 million this summer. So they have increased their squad and made their squad way better. Liverpool today has actually just completed the signing of Thiago Alcantara, 29-year-old Spanish midfielder, coming into the squad, giving me great competition for squad. Incredible world-class signing, talent that we would never be able to attract before. Not going to harp on that too much. One thing that most of the general fan base would probably know if you do follow soccer, Gareth Bale is coming back to the Premier League. He have actually signed a contract with, or has made an agreement to pay his £450,000 a week to split that between Tottenham and Real Madrid. His last few years actually at Real Madrid, he spent on the golf course. I'm not even kidding. And bam, throws it down for 2 hands. So with that being said, Bale will be back. Liverpool's on Sunday. So should be exciting for the Premier League fans out there. And then we're going to get back to.
And if you want to watch Frank cry over his Liverpool team, make sure to sub and come back on Sunday. Yeah, but there's a lot of other disasters with Ben Simmons that aren't related with free throw shooting. But we've kicked off here in the second half as both teams have traded opening buckets. It was nice to see Miami get out of the on their first possession there, get a bucket out of the set play. I'm going to need to see a lot more out of Crowder, however. Remember, Crowder in game 1, significant point production.
He throws it off the front of the rim.
It's 22 points in game 1. He's got nothing. He's doing nothing for me.
The type of shots he's been taking just so quick, and then Marcus Smart just abusing Robinson every single time he's got that matchup. And then Marcus Smart literally sprints all the way back to defend Jimmy right there, pick him up. Incredible effort on the defensive end.
Well, Marcus Smart has just been a workhorse on the defensive end. I mean, defensively, his defense has been sensational all playoff long. And then just like the offense is a bonus, right? Because we're saying he's like
100%.
the X factor. But like he's been making it happen on both ends of the floor. Jimmy Butler with 6 points.
Jamie, are you by any chance a Spurs fan? What team do you support? Just curious. And then Jimmy with the nice seal off on Kemba there. He's able to get a spin around jump shot. He's going to be off. Bam's not going to be able to secure the rebound.
And it's just off here. So Kemba.
Oh, my bad. All right. Marcus Smart's going to step back, shoot that 3, and it's going to be a actual short there from the Goran Dragic contest. Bam brings up the floor, finds Robinson to go for the screen, actually gives it back away, has the defense moved, finds Dragic for 3 in the corner, and he hits. So Goran now hitting his 3-point shots here.
Yep,
so this is exactly what we were talking about. Just keep it slow, keep it within, keep playing your game, and slowly maybe you can claw your way back into this if you're Miami.
Yeah, we're lined up now as Marcus Smart here giving it to Tatum. Tatum at the free throw line. Tatum with a little runner, and Dragic hits the floor.
Yeah, he elbowed him. I don't think it was intentional. I think it's one of those like on the drive it flings up, but I'm pretty sure I saw him go down pretty hard.
Oof, we're gonna get a replay here in a second of this one. That's not. Oh, he comes in from underneath. It kind of works like an uppercut, I think. Oh, it's with the shoulder. It's with
I'm
the shoulder.
I'm going to call this a possible over exaggeration and embellishment of contact, but if that shoulder actually hit under his jaw and his jaw wasn't closed and he wasn't wearing the mouth guard, that's like the worst possible feeling in the entire world.
That does really
because
hurt.
Like your jaw's not, and if you have your lip or your tongue anywhere, you're just going to smack it. That's awful if he's in that situation. If he had the mouth guard on, probably not too bad. Yeah. Here, Jamie, support Manchester United, but when I feel Bale originally left Spurs for Real Madrid, he had so much potential. Yeah, I totally agree with that. I feel like the Premier League was like way less exciting without him, and that's coming from like a Liverpool fan. Like I want the Premier League to be really good. Like it kind of stunk having him leave, and then he went to Madrid and didn't really do much, and it was kind of boring. I don't like seeing people's career just kind of like wave off. Like he was such a big superstar. It would have been really nice.
He was going and playing golf on the weekends.
I'm not kidding, dude. In the Champions League, they're literally at the Champions League semifinals. He's on the golf course, but like they have to pay him.
Wow,
because he's making like $250,000 a week, or a $500,000 a week, basically. But all right, back to basketball.
Back to
basketball here. Hopefully Goran's all right. Looks like he was okay from the collision. Definitely kind of the regular pace of Miami and how they're playing is sort of back.
Yeah, they picked up a little bit. Let's see if they can sustain the energy. That was the key, because they came out of the gates pretty good. I mean, it was 31-28 first quarter, and then in the second quarter is when the Celtics just sort of, their defense just took over, right? And at that point, I'm trying to do, it was 19 points there in the second quarter for Miami.
On the golf course, you are right. The Ben Simmons experiment. His father allegedly forced him to use his non-dominant hand. Disaster free throw as a result. Not only a disaster free throw, a disaster shooting in general.
Three Celtics.
He knew how to shoot the basketball.
3 Celtics now in double figures. Kemba Walker with 14. Carry over there from the first half. Marcus Smart with 12 and Tatum with 11. On the opposite side of the ball, actually, we do have 3 Miami Heat players also in double figures. Dragic with 12 as he hits that 3-point shot to put him over the double-digit mark. Robinson with 12, who hasn't hit a shot since he hit 4 straight, or he went 4 or 5 rather, from the 3-point line early in the first quarter. And Tyler Hero with 11. Adebayo and Butler both with 6. Shooting not so good. No, not so good. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe don't read those stats.
but like, look, I mean, the rebounding stat is staggering. 29 rebounds for the Celtics, 25 of which are on the defensive end of the floor. I mean, and then they have 4 offensive rebounds, but only 17 for Miami. I mean, they're just working. But I mean, part of it is Miami has put up so many shots and missed, so you have more opportunities to rebound. But they're just doing work on the glass.
Yeah, I think they've been able to see that, especially with Ennis being able to throw in the game, him getting boards, and kind of just trying to dominate the Heat physically as well.
Tatum at the free throw line here, going to shoot 2.
And I mean, that thing touched every part of the rim.
It
was only one.
He actually just shot one.
He shot the other one.
It's an and one. Oh, okay. 67-52. Celtics still leading by 15. Miami's lineup.
They're in a zone. Miami. Bam's not able to finish that little.
Celtics are in a zone.
Yeah. Sorry, yes, the Celtics were in a zone.
Miami did throw a zone at the Celtics earlier, but not quite anymore. Miami just looking like they're switching around as Dragic blocks Smart from behind, and this ball finds itself in the hands of Dragic after a little bit of a scramble. Jimmy Butler driving in. Jimmy Butler.
Dude, those are the ones they got to finish, and I feel like they finish those in other games. It's just like not going down for them. It's very weird.
Jimmy Butler will have to make his points at the free throw line here as his finger roll does not roll in. Remember, the game tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern is going to be the first game of the Western Conference Finals, Nuggets-Lakers. Have that live for you right here on Real Life Sports. Make sure to hit the follow on Twitch or the sub on YouTube and come back and enjoy the basketball with us. And Butler, yes, Butler hits them both. 13-point margin, 9:05 to go here in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. Heat lead by 1.
I was an offensive foul, and I gotta see it again to actually be able to give my opinion on it. I saw so many bodies go flying. Yeah, I saw. That's why I'm confused because Tatum went flying.
Yeah,
and he got called for the foul, which I didn't understand at all.
Huh.
So I don't know if anybody wants to show it again. ESPN, what's up?
I was looking ball. I wasn't looking off ball. If Miami gets
Pat Riley also has his NBA mask upside down. And then Robinson's going to hit that one for 3. He's feeling it again, feeling a little better. He's cooking. Now it's a 10-point lead.
If Robinson can get going again, may be able to give Miami a bit of a spark because they've been relatively flat here. So 5 of 10, he's shooting 50% from the floor. Tice looks like he takes about 3 steps, still managed to get it going. But what a rebound by Bam!
Celtics got to just chill out for a second. Just relax. They still got the lead. Play good defense. Tice with that kind of an aggravating foul there. Just hold on. Like, they're still in a good position if you're the Celtics here. Just keep doing what you're doing. Play the defense. VDRX Poff, what's up?
But as Chad is calling it here on the YouTube side, like if Miami just manages to get a couple of these shots to go down, they're right in this thing. It's only a 10-point game. You have 20 minutes of basketball still to play. Plenty of time. Bam gets it to Dragic going on the outside, and Dragic going to hit the back side of the backboard. Looked like a Paul George shot. And we have a Celtic down. We have Kemba down. Looks like he hit his head. Oof, not good.
What happened?
Looks like he might have hit his head here. Came down awkwardly.
I saw somebody hit the floor like really hard. Also,
this replay might not be. Oh.
What?
He looks like he gets clipped by Smart. Looks like some friendly fire. Forearm? Marcus Smart's forearm?
What?
Looks like it hits Kemba's head. He just kind of dazed him there for a second. No, he was not undercut. He was ran into Marcus Smart's forearm.
I didn't really see any like super clear contact. I don't really know what happened there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say he flopped or anything, but I don't know.
No, it was friendly fire. It was friendly fire.
Get hit. Just re-update your YouTube. Just plug in the URL again. Okay. I do want to share something with everybody on YouTube or on the stream.
What?
I was not sponsored or anything like this,
but
I actually I got a new coffee, and as most people know, that I use this cold brew thing that I like let sit there, so I make my own cold brew coffee. And I recently picked up this at the store, and it's called Death Wish Coffee. And God. I specifically bought it because it was called Death Wish Coffee.
That's good marketing.
It says warning: the strongest coffee in the world, highly caffeinated, dark roast. And harness your superpowers. Let your mind and body superpower be 100% organic ingredients instead of toxic chemical stimulants. Let me tell you, this is the wildest coffee I ever drank in my life. It's crazy. Locked in. Anyways, we're back. That was my advertisement. Or that was my little update on my coffee. Oz likes it. There we go. Death wish straight into my veins. And Kev thought I had Jimmy Butler coffee. I think I need to go to the Heat bench and give him this coffee right now.
Well, I was gonna say, like, the Heat need to wake up and like Jimmy's got to start brewing during halftime.
This is what the Heat need. Feed them the Death Wish coffee. Now that I just like brought it over here, it smells so strong. Kind of shocking. But anyways, if the Miami Heat get scrap layups and find a way to beat the Celtics defense, I still think they're in it. Kem says 10-point deficit. It's possible. I still think this is totally a game. I don't think this is, as of like how the momentum's kind of shifted. I would personally say in the favor of Miami here. It definitely has evened up as a possibility. Basically, I still think that he got this one. That's going to be a Saturday 8:30 game for Game 3. Do not think we'll be bringing that one to you as it is on Saturday. MJ looking at this. Come on, son. And Kemba somehow.
Yeah, he gets hit with a forearm.
Oh, dude, he gets smacked by Smart.
I'm telling you, it was friendly fire.
I didn't see that angle. He gets destroyed. That's his own teammate. What's he complaining about?
Yeah, it was his own teammate. Exactly.
Oh, really nice play out of the timeout. Good foul by Crowder, not giving him the free bucket there. Every single time, Brad Stevens right out of timeout. Bang. Able to get something going there.
Both coaches, actually. Both coaches.
Both coaches.
Yeah. We had made a note of this in several of the other series about how good these teams had been out of timeouts and set plays. Tatum here with 12 points, 5 of 9 from the field, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and no real triple-double watch tonight, but he will make that first one.
I'm not going to be a stickler of the rules here, but if you watch that replay again, Smart carries the ball. like blatantly carries the ball, like dribbles, holds it, and then re-dribbles once you realize the pass wasn't there. But that's all right. Happens to the best of us.
All right. Dragic picking this thing up about midcourt, 8 minutes or so to go as Jimmy Butler hits the deck. And off the ball foul.
So I'm going to just assume this at a certain point. Like, if there's a half that has no fouls, the second one is guaranteed to just be choppy.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Is this like just a thing at this point?
It's going to like average itself out. The 5 on the floor for Miami at the moment: Dragic, Bam Adebayo, Robinson, Crowder, and Jimmy. As Crowder gets us to Bam. Bam! Going to go in with a finish. 3 nice finishes for Bam today at the rim. It's exactly what Miami has to get to.
Those are the only ones he's finished.
Yeah, well.
Unfortunately.
Make it happen, buddy. Marcus Smart calling for Kemba. There's the screen by Tice. Smart. Almost walked with it. Tice to Kemba. Kemba just...
Oh, my God. He megged his own teammate through the 5-hole.
I was about to say just 5-holed his own teammate.
Oh.
Oh, boy. All right. That was crazy.
Yeah, Kemba screams, like, help! And Tatum's just like, yeah, no thanks.
Kemba literally put it between Jaylen Brown's legs. That feels bad. All right, Dragic going in, nice little floater up top, can't get the finish to go. That I'm not going to count as one of the layups that missed. That's a tough runner there. Tatum going to drive on Crowder. Tatum gets stripped, and it actually goes down on him.
Wow.
So turnover by the Celtics, going the way of Miami.
That's 2 turnovers in a row. They got to score, man.
Maybe Boston's just trying to go a little too fast at the moment.
The Heat have to score off these turnovers. I don't understand.
Good defense by the Celtics.
That's good D.
They're trying to get the switch up here. Oh, back to Bam, and Bam going to finish again. It is. Yep.
Nice play. So what I was saying earlier, just continue running this pick and roll. Continue just running the offense. Don't shoot in the first 5 to 10 seconds. Every time they do that, they basically miss. So I'd love to see their shooting percentage in reference to the shot clock time.
Miami on our 9-2 run here in the last 3 minutes, and that's just a little 2-man game there between Bam, Dragic, and on the other side, it's Kemba and Tice that they're sort of beating, so that they win the 2-on-2
this
there.
Zone
Marcus
defense
Smart
from... Oh, if Bam doesn't jump, he's got it.
Should have just
Bam
taken
jumps
it up.
there, and he just shouldn't have done anything.
I thought Smart should have taken it from when he was
earlier,
on the other side of the basket. Yeah, just earlier. Bam with 4 points in this quarter, 4 easy points in this quarter.
I mean, in this play here, you'd almost be like, "Oh, Tice messed up. Like he shouldn't have helped too much." But
Tice has to come off.
If he doesn't go there, Goran's got a layup.
Well, he's got the baseline, but that's Kemba's recovering to guard that.
Yeah, it's not. He doesn't really have much of a choice there. He's just put in no man's land.
The
But I mean, that's
conspiracy
exactly.
guy with the YouTube sub. Thank you very much. I love.
Thank you, conspiracy guy.
Thank you,
Appreciate
conspiracy
it.
guy. Nice.
Runner floater are about the most finesse difficult mid range. Yeah, 100%. Keywords: Bam finishing Celtics defense. Big facts. Bam's missed a lot of like jump hooks, like easy shots around the basket and layups. He's definitely got to be able to convert those later in his career. He's still young here. Goran's gonna work off the Bam handoff here. He's gonna be guarded by Marcus Smart. Gets a crossover on him. Somehow gets. I've lost the call at this point.
The ball is on the floor, and it's going to be a jump ball. A jump ball between Tice and Bam Adebayo.
The game was going just way too fast for my mind.
There was just chaos.
I didn't know how to. I don't know how to call that. We'll get better at that though.
Too funny.
Kemba gets this. Basically, what happens here? Goran drives with his left hand. He passes it back to Bam for the jam.
But this is just—it's just good defense.
And then Kemba's, I mean, basically when the ball's down that low from Bam, Kemba's always going to try to steal it. Then it's a scramble. Tice looks like he's in excruciating amount of pain there.
I think he just got jumped on or something. All right, it's going to be Bam versus Tice here.
Brad Stevens is hot.
Stoppage of play at the moment. Not exactly sure what they're. I don't know. All right, we'll just get the jump ball here, okay. All right, ref, come on. He's trying to get Marcus Smart out of the circle.
Of course, it's Marcus Smart.
Ball lands in the hands of Jimmy Butler. Tyler Hero now in, and Robinson thought about three. It's got Tice on him. Crowder going to go for three now, and he's going to hit it.
That's it.
And a foul.
We got another one.
And a foul. They fouled the three-point shooter at the
Let's write it down, boys.
At the 5:43 mark there of the third. It is Jaylen Brown, the offender.
So if you guys follow the stream at all, I actually write down on this sheet of paper, pen and note, every single time the first three-pointer or every single three-point foul.
Actually, this is pretty good. They waited until the third quarter.
This one's pretty good. This one's the best one
so far. This is such a sin to foul a three-point shooter like that. Oh,
who was it though?
It was Jaylen Brown. Yeah, it was Jaylen Brown. And Crowder completes a 4-point play. So if you're looking for a way back into this game by Miami, you just got it there. On a 4-point possession, what was a 10-point lead is now 6, which is like incredibly manageable. Brown, nice bounce pass to Tyson. Tice can't finish. Oh, he got hit. And Tice is down.
I was going to say, I think they totally missed that.
5-on-4 here. Crowder going to go again. This could be a huge swing if he hits it. Not. Batted out by Butler as the Celtics are still playing 4-on-5.
4-on-5.
And Bam is going to finish it. And Tice finally getting back up. Miami taking advantage of the numbers mismatch. Tice was out of that play completely. Oof. 4-point game now. Celtics.
See this again. Oh, it's like the follow through after. I think he blocks the shot though.
No, Adebayo doesn't even touch the ball.
He doesn't?
No.
Okay, then that's a completely
they blew
massive
the call.
miscall.
They blew the call.
So as I said, if you were not familiar with the stream here, we do keep track of all the 3-point shot fouls on the stream. And I'm starting to see a trend here. They're all from the Boston Celtics.
Yes.
Tatum fouled in the first quarter of another game. Kemba in the same second quarter of that game. The Raptors never fouled in that series on 3 from the last 2 games we did. And then the next one is Brown. I literally only have written down Celtics players that have fouled on 3s. Just saying. Maybe Brad Stevens should give me a call.
I just got one sec. I got to push.
Oh, no, you're good. The game is it's about to restart again. We're listening to Brad Stevens' timeout here. He wants more movement of the ball side to side. Sorry, I'm trying to get myself ready for the next kind of like not halftime, but break segment here. And we're actually going to get back into the game Just started right off. Kemba has the ball at the top of the key. He's going to be guarded here by Jimmy Butler. The screen is set by Enes Kanter. Kanter is going to lose the ball off of the pass from Marcus Smart that he was in the corner. Duncan Robinson's going to try to find Tyler Hero. Hero's going to drive to the middle, then find Bam in the middle, and one for Bam, throwing it down.
So
the Heat are back.
The Heat are back. I'm a bit ahead of you. See if you can jump forward.
Okay.
The recipe for Miami has been very simple. Go to Bam. Yep. Go to Bam.
Screen and roll, run the offense, and move away from the ball.
This is a terrible foul by Enes Kanter, by the way. This is absolutely horrible. He just swipes him.
I just missed the foul.
Oh, what? Like,
he's about to shoot at the line there.
Yeah. No, I was just commenting on a replay.
On those, unless you're gonna stop the guy, just let him dunk it.
Yeah, because now
you're literally gonna grab the guy, like.
I mean, it's finally finished. He completes the 3-point play. It's a 1-point game.
Just look where Miami's playing defense. Like, look at the intensity, right? It's just night and day from the first half.
They're back into this thing as they switch
the
baseline
zone.
And
they switch to the zone and Kemba's going to shoot over it, but they switched to the zone and the Celtics offense is stopped.
Yeah, the Celtics have just got nothing going offensively here. Crowder, nice pass to Bam. Bam's going to go in for 2 more. Yes, Bam with 13 points in the third quarter has Miami on top.
If Bam hits those shots, which he should have hit earlier in the game, I'm telling you, this guy is unguardable.
Miami looks like an absolutely different team coming out of the halftime.
Legit night and day.
And the Celtics look like they're not really sure where to go right now.
They look like they just reverse positions, both teams.
Pretty much. The runner there by Tatum is no good. Tyler Hero now pushing the ball to the floor. Celtics are going to need another timeout if Hero gets this to go here in a second.
Yeah.
Hero gives it to Bam. Bam going to try to go to work on Kanter. He's got 10 seconds on the shot clock. And, he puts it off the backboard. He was trying to go to Jimmy Butler. That was just kind of stagnant offense.
It was actually a really good play if he didn't hit it off the backboard. He was open.
Blew the opportunity, and there is Kemba on the other side. Kemba for 2 with his patented step back.
Spo is definitely like, dude, you just can't throw away a possession like that, especially in the playoffs like this. Don't. You just can't throw it away.
Tyler Hero, however, is going to go in. Is this live or is that a replay? I feel like I'm having deja vu.
No, that was
live, right? That
was live from the weird side angle there, which makes you feel like it's always a replay.
Yeah,
but Tyler Hero basically comes off of from the screen from Bam here. Doesn't even use it. He just starts moving. The second he beats Wanamaker off the dribble and is in front of him, forces Kanter to come over. Bam, the only person that can help on him is Wanamaker. Way too short, easy lob, easy 2 points. They're picking apart the matchups in the pick and roll, and they're being patient. When the Heat shoot the ball in the first 5 to 10 seconds, they can't get these type of looks.
Yep, finally going later into the shot clock here as Miami is now up by a point once again. The lead flipping back and forth between these two teams. Jaylen Brown working on Hero, going baseline. Bam Adebayo comes over to help on the defense.
Nice help.
Now it's going to be Tatum. Tatum driving in, and that's a foul on Bam, absolutely. Yep. Bam a little late to rotate there.
And we're also seeing James Jones Jr. coming into the game here, and kind of a defensive specialist, I would definitely say. Here, just catching up with YouTube chat. Mark Hathaway, not just Bam fishing, easy and close shots. Major advantage change from total Celtics to total Heat. Yeah, 100%. The momentum of this game is completely switched and swung to the Heat side.
Tatum's going to try to get a couple easy points here at the free throw line.
Found Spo playbook. Lose, then win. The strategy never lost. Oh, man. Duncan Robinson, as we said, getting a lot of minutes today. Kind of pretty much been the only one being able to hit the 3 from outside today. He's 5 of 10 from 3. The only shots he's taken, he's made 5 of them, 15 points.
Where did the Celtics get the spark here? Because this is what I'm looking at, by the way. I am looking at the stat from last game, which... the Celtics had been 156-1 in 65 years when leading by 12 points or more going into the fourth quarter. They were
Oh
basically
God.
leading at halftime by a similar amount, and now they find themselves in a very close game.
Hero for three. It's deep. It's going to be back iron. Olynyk fighting for the rebound. He's going to step back and shoot it. Hero gets the rebound again. He's going to find Robinson in the corner. Robinson shoots, and it's no good. Woo.
No good. A little bit of excitement there as the
Yeah, I thought so. I got excited. So many threes going up.
the Miami Heat trying to make it happen, and Kemba gets hacked as he goes.
I'm telling you, it's the Death Wish coffee.
It's the Death Wish coffee. But yeah, I mean, the Celtics had a lead in game 1. They blew it. The Celtics had a lead in game 2. They're blowing it.
Blowing it.
I mean, yikes.
Mark poses a good question on the YouTube side of things. What did the Celtics have to do? I don't really know.
They got to hunker back. They got to get back defensively.
Yeah, they need to stop. First of all, they need to stop them on the offensive end, but also they need to figure out how to play against this zone that they switched up into. And this 2-3 zone is basically forcing them to shoot and getting rid of all their penetration. I think when you were looking at the stats, I mean, they were very much in the paint, the Celtics. So, I mean, when they lose that from the zone, it's basically forcing them to shoot. And it's completely made their offense stagnant. And Goran Dragic can be guarded by Wanamaker. It's going to get back to Olynyk, back to Dragic. Dragic is going to have Tice switched onto him. Dragic is going to dance with Tice, cross him over, drives right, drives back to the middle. Robinson's going to be in the back. He's going to put up a three, and he's going to hit it. He is now 6 of 11 from 3 with 18 points. The Miami Heat are up 1.
The zone was illegal when you were a kid, unless you're Jimmy Boeheim. As Kemba tries to go in, and Kemba does not get called.
Oh, it's going to stay. Yeah.
No call. Yeah. Kemba was fishing for it there.
This is not going to be the replay on that. This is going to be on the Duncan Robinson 3 here. Sucking Tice in. Kemba, to be honest with you, he falls asleep. Maybe he doesn't fall asleep, just not quick enough to react in the defensive end there.
Tatum's got to dribble this. Out again on Crowder. Miami with 8 seconds on the shot clock here. I don't think Kemba's shot hit the rim. Robinson with 18 points, coming all from 3-point shots. Tatum now going to get a 3-point shot of his own. Hits the front iron. Hero down with the rebound. Hero driving in. Hero going to kick this out to Crowder. Going to go to Dragic. Dragic guarded by Kemba. Wanamaker. No, sorry, Wanamaker. Shemi now. Dragic just shakes him off and finishes. 3-point lead for the Heat.
That move is butter.
Wow, yeah, the shooting has completely flipped. Miami shooting almost 50% from the field for this quarter, while the Celtics are down in 33% territory. And a cheap foul here as Boston is in the bonus. Jones Jr. going to get called for the cheap one, and because they are in the bonus, they will go to the free throw line.
Go to the line. Yep.
51.8 seconds left. Wanamaker going to try to score here with the clock stopped. As a Heat fan, I'm scared when they're
I'm just reading that comment.
It's too early. So you basically it's like the final. They can lead in the final second, and that's all you need.
It's kind of hilarious. I don't know. It's funny coming from a Heat fan because I'm not going to say we're necessarily Heat fans. Man, Boston just leaving points on the line.
93% free throw shooter.
Super uncharacteristic.
Misses the second free throw there.
He's gonna. Olynyk's not going to shoot that.
Thought about it. Jones Jr. now on Shemi. Crowder for 3. Crowder is way off. It's an air ball. Hero. With the save. It never hit the rim, though, so the shot clock is not reset. No, what are you doing, ref? Are you stopping the play? That didn't hit the rim. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
Yeah, no. He stopped the play because they reset it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It never hit the rim.
14. Oh, all right. I jumped on the ref too quickly.
I think.
Yes, it's right, because there's 3 seconds on the shot clock now. That's what it was reset to.
No way does he make this.
Olynyk for... Oh, you gotta be kidding me!
Oh, my God.
What was that?
And then Jason Tatum to the rack.
No, they waved it off.
Wait, they waved this off? Oh my God, it's offensive.
It's an offensive foul.
What?
Oh my God.
Why? Oh, wait.
I mean, he just kind of barrels in there.
He kind of doesn't.
That's not really basketball. He just kind of like grabs the ball like a running back and just goes downhill.
I mean, I'm not going to say he fully extended his arm.
Okay, I can't get over the shot by Olynyk. I'm sorry. That was
and
absurd.
The fact that I said, oh, there's no way he's going to make it. What? Goran all the way to the rack's going to beat Tice high off the glass. And the Miami Heat are in complete control at this point. Kemba's going to try to shoot this one for three. He's going to get a decent look at it from the NBA Celtics logo, and he's going to miss.
Just short.
So the Miami Heat are going to take a
8.8. 7.
No, 7. I can do
7.
math.
7. Public math is hard,
lead.
chat.
Jeez, math is hard. Math is hard. I'm excited. Sorry. Math is tough.
7-point lead.
The refs got excited at all the wrong
Heat
time.
just went from being down 12 to up 7.
This is funny because you said in the last game, the Boston Celtics stopped the Heat with 16 points in the third?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just stopped the Celtics for 17.
Yeah, they completely flipped it. This is crazy. Miami with a insight there. Oh, God, he's getting sick. Better not be the Rona.
Sneeze.
It's better not be the Rona. 37-point third quarter. Celtics only putting up 17 points. Okay. We got to go to the stats for the what's going on here. Oh, wow. All right. The Heat have managed to raise their field goal percentage a whopping 10%. They are now shooting 54% from the field, and still just shooting way more than the Celtics. The Heat have 71 shots. The Celtics have 55. I'm pretty sure that flipped itself too. 12 of 35 from three-point range for Miami, 34% there. They've hit 8 of their 10 free throws. The Celtics not looking good that quarter. Miami just went on a run and never looked back.
To be honest, I just... The defensive switch from Spoelstra just absolutely won them that quarter.
Explain for chat. How so? What have you seen?
I don't know. It was hard to, because it happened so fast kind of thing, but they basically just sat back in a 2-3 zone, and the Celtics, they attacked it pretty well a few times, but other than that, they were just kind of lost because they were almost funneled into just shooting threes. And that's sort of not their game with the dribble and kick. Yes, they shoot good threes, but they were basically forced away from the paint where Kemba and Jason Tatum kind of are able to penetrate, make their own shot. So they kind of got pushed away from that, which is kind of interesting. The change has definitely been a massive impact here for the Celtics. And if anybody is wondering, for the Battle of Ohio, Cleveland.
I was about to go there. You literally took the words out of my mouth.
Damn it!
My goodness. Well, well played. Because I was going to say something about the Celtics Heat game, then I was going to transition, and now I've completely lost my train of thought.
Wow, Baker Mayfield has 118 passer rating. Well, he's only thrown 4 times.
Yeah, he's 4 of 4 for 55. The Browns up 7-3 at the moment. I'm looking at my boy Jarvis Landry. He's got 1 catch for 9 yards, a whopping 1.9 fantasy points for me so far. The touchdown for the Cleveland Browns brought to you by Nick Chubb. 6 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. So if you got Nick Chubb on your fantasy team, doing pretty good right now here in the early going. Joe Burrow not looking too bad himself. 7-9 for 52 yards here. Has taken 2 sacks for 20 yards.
So for my Heat fans out there, what do we think? Jimmy Butler's going to come alive? The guy's only got 8 points.
Oh, I know where I was going to go. The Boston Celtics have turned it over 15 times through 3 quarters. Yeah, they're on pace for a 20.
I want to hear what Brad says.
He's giving Greg Popovich answers.
Yeah, basically just being it was awful. Stop asking me questions.
It was pretty awful.
It was pretty awful. I'm not going to lie.
15 points in that third quarter. I mean,
wow, Tyler Hero drops Smart to his knees and then somehow. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, they called that's Miami ball? Whoa.
Brad Stevens is not quite sure what's going on. Yeah, at the moment, I think you're about a second or two ahead.
Is he about to? Oh, he's challenging the out of bounds.
Oh, I see. He wants the
That's what he's
replay.
doing. Meanwhile, on the Deuce, it's a 1-point game with 7 seconds. That's in the WNBA. Yeah, did you see the Connecticut Sun, technically where we are from?
Yeah.
Doing pretty well there, actually.
Ooh, nice.
And I think this is going to be a good time for me to do a little
hero.
Tyler Hero mashup. Not mashup, just kind of like a insight into his life and into a player's first time coming to the league. So first of all, I do want to start on, we're not going to talk about his money first, but we're first going to actually talk about what he actually did during not the offseason, but kind of the COVID outbreak time. A lot of NBA players found it really difficult to actually find a gym that would let them go into it, especially because they're only high school gyms. The superintendents, the towns wouldn't actually let anybody go into the gym and practice. Luckily for Tyler Hero, he actually moved to a location where he was close to a high school, and the agent somehow knew the principal, and then the principal talked to the intendant and all that type of stuff. Basically, Tyler Hero found a gym and a basketball court that he would go and practice every single day, 4 hours in the morning and up to 4 to 6 at night with the mask on, everything like that. He was basically balling for 10 to 12 hours a day, just practicing and working on his game. And that's where he was able to kind of get his confidence up to the next level. And what actually prepared him for this moment of working that hard was the beginning preseason with Jimmy Butler waking up at 4 a.m, putting in the work, doing all that type of stuff. So we touched earlier with a lot of y'all in the stream how Jimmy Butler has had an impact on the team. And that's just one impact that he had on Hero, an indirect impact of making him work and learning how to work. So as a result of all that, I'm sure it's pretty exciting. Like once you sign a contract, you got like a $15 or $16 million contract from the Miami Heat. So they do a little segment on YouTube from GQ Sports. It's basically like how they spend their first $1 million. I'm just going to run you through how Tyler Hero spent his first $1 million. The first thing he bought was a $5,000 Gucci purse for his mother. Then the second thing he bought was a $200,000.
Mom, don't get any ideas.
Yeah, don't get any ideas, Mom. By the way, I know you're watching. Then the second thing he bought was a S-Class 63 or S63 AMG from Mercedes, blacked out the rims, black tinted the windows, $200,000. Then he also bought a Jeep for $60,000. He bought $85,000 worth of clothes. He pays monthly $5,000 for his apartment, so that's $60K a year. He hired a private chef on top of the private Miami Heat chef for $20K. Then he bought Mom a Porsche for $80,000. He said that he spends around $10,000 a year on dining. He bought his daddy truck for $40,000. So Dad, also don't get any ideas. Yeah. And then the celebration after he was drafted, he spent $10,000. And then on random accessories throughout his house, painting, artwork, all that sort of stuff, he spent $40,000 and then invested $400,000. So as an overall kind of how it goes, I think he actually did pretty well. He only spent $600,000 of his entire $1 million.
How would you guys spend the rookie contract? Be honest. You want to take that first?
Oh, geez. Well, it depends what rookie contract I'm on.
Well, I
like a good rookie contract, how I would do it. Oh, the first thing I'm doing is I'm walking into like Louis Vuitton or Prada and buying whatever I want. Like that's one thing. I'm walking in whatever store. I'm walking down a city center down here in DC and walking through all of those and dropping at least $50K. Easy.
His salary is $3.6 million
a year.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the game's back. We'll get back to what I'll spend my money on. And it seems like the Celtics did get the ball back. Jaylen Brown's going to go into Olynyk, and they're going to call a foul.
No. Yes, they are. It's going to be a blocking foul. You're about a second ahead. Second or two. I can't go any faster.
I don't. It's not a foul.
There's like nothing here. Like I don't know what this call is. There's like literally nothing to call. I don't. Whatever.
Like what's the ref telling him? I would love to hear the conversation. Well, you maybe touched. Well, no, I didn't touch their hand. I was like, well, I almost got teed up 5 minutes into a game. It's fine.
There's like literally nothing to call there. I don't know what they're doing.
Here,
Anyway.
Tyler Hero, without any of his accessories on, just in jersey. He's going to find Dragic. Hey, you can take the call. Sorry.
Oh, not quite there. Now he finally finds Dragic. So I think you're 3 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dragic working on Williams. We haven't seen much of Williams this afternoon. Crowder, Jones Jr. back to Crowder. Crowder going to go for 3 and swish. Wow, Crowder does hit from 3. And a steal, a lazy inbound pass for the Celtics. And Hero has it again. Oh, he's going to put up an alley-oop. No, Dragic, crazy play. Hero with the rebound.
All right,
Hero going to reset
chill
this.
On the possession, yeah.
8 seconds on the shot clock. A lazy inbounds pass by the Celtics. That just basically tells you the state of the game at the moment. Oh, Hero gives it to Tatum, and Tatum is fouled by Olynyk.
Do you want to try to restart yours?
Sure.
Like 2 seconds, like behind me. It's not a big deal, but. And they're going to check if this is a clear path foul here.
You have to be past the shoulders, and I don't think that is the case.
I don't think it was. It was so quick that he fouled him. I don't think it. Like, it almost looks like he's reaching for the ball.
Yeah, I don't think so here. As we're going to get the replay there. Hero whips it across. He's not.
I think that's a clear path foul.
You got to be past the dude's shoulders, and he's not, because clearly Olynyk's shoulder hits Tatum.
He's in front of him.
He's in front of him.
That's fine. I don't think that's a clear path foul.
No.
Gives me more time to think about what I'd spend my contract on.
Let's see. I actually don't...
Also depends what city I'm in. Well, he said Miami, so Miami.
Yeah, in Miami. Sure.
I mean, yeah, I'm also getting a penthouse in Brickell or whatever, or in South Beach.
You're getting one in the city, one in South Beach. I don't know. I guess I could finally get my R8, but like that car has been on my wish list for a long time. I just don't drive anymore. But
I don't either. That's why I don't really care about a car. I don't really drive anymore.
Maybe a really nice Aston, but I don't know what I would do with it.
I don't know.
Just to have it, who knows?
I definitely get a car. It's fine.
Yeah. So this is not a clear path foul. It's just sort of a foul on the floor as we resume play. It's a
defensive 3 seconds call.
Oh, there you go.
On Olynyk here.
Olynyk's just been victimized. 2 fouls.
Yeah, poor guy. The dude's just getting picked on, man.
He's getting whistled on every possession. Tatum's going to take a free throw here, all on his lonesome. And he is going to get it. That's going to be a technical free throw for the defensive 3 seconds. Jimmy Cole being coach here from the sideline. Bam there on the bike after putting up a tremendous performance there. Smart diving. That's a goaltend? That is not a goaltend.
It hit the rim.
Goodness. Okay.
100% hit the rim.
Olynyk going to go for 3. Really quick shot. Really bad shot, if you ask me. And the bad shot is the first pass in the opponent's fast break. And the Celtics are fast breaking, although they will be slowed up here. The lay-in by Brown. And now it's the Celtics that are the ones missing layups. Tatum guarded by Jones Jr. Tatum going to go for 3. That shot no good. And fouled.
Oh, no. The Miami Heat have made themselves into the book.
They're going into the book.
They're going into the book.
They're going into the book. This is such a cheap foul. This is such a cheap foul.
Such a bad foul.
Oh, what is that?
Just so bad on so many levels.
Such a cheap foul. So we get a shot of Gordon Hayward there, who we had heard might have been rejoining the team in this series, but doesn't look like that is the case so far. Still in street clothes there. Is it time for the Heat to change floor personnel? They are bringing Jimmy Butler back into the game. Yeah. I think Jones Jr. is going out.
I think the reason why they've kind of had it is because in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the fourth, they'll typically sit the stars. But I think at this point, I think you're right. I think it's time.
And Tatum's third free throw hits every part of the rim as Jones Jr. is still in the game, but Olynyk is out and Butler back in. Dragic bringing this one up the court. Heat holding on to a 5-point. Sorry, Olynyk is still in the game. Heat holding on to a 5-point lead here with 9:15 to go. Butler working on Tatum. Butler going to put up a mid-range jump shot. That one's no good. Heat now going cold, except for Hero here. Hero going to try for three. Butler got away with a push-off, if you ask me, underneath. Hero going to three again. No, being guarded by Williams. Great active hands by Williams, and it's a foul.
Foul. Oof. On the reach in there. See if you can restart. You're still like 3 seconds behind me.
I think that's as. Can't you just pause?
Oh, yeah. All right, we're good. The Heat is on. The Heat is on. Yes, Juanetta Thomas, 100%. The Heat are rolling right now. It's been a fantastic turnaround for them. And Goran Dragic is going to step back and shoot this three. He's going to be slightly off. Jaylen Brown's going to outmuscle Olynyk here.
Oh, my God. Honestly, if you ask me, I think Brown put Olynyk on the floor with a forearm there. But that's all right. It doesn't get called.
Oh!
So close here as Jimmy Butler steps out. He almost had a fast break as Jones Jr. looks like he's kind of hurt.
Oh, whoa.
Oh,
Whoa. That's a blatant foul.
Well, that's what I said. I think Brown put Olynyk on the floor with a forearm.
Pretty dirty. I'm not going to lie, from Wanamaker. That was not.
Oh, that was Wanamaker?
Yeah. He pushed him right into him, and it undercut Jones in his knees. He may get fined for that, actually. The league may look at that and fine him.
And here's another foul. The whistles are just non-stop at this point.
Yeah, and and that favors the Heat, honestly, at this point. They want to, now that they have the lead, they just want to chop this as much as possible and not allow the Celtics to even get into a rhythm. Granted, the last thing you want to do as the Miami Heat is give them free points to go to the free throw line and be able to put points on the board when the clock stopped. But here, Bam has come back into the game. I think this most likely will be the unit that finishes out the game for the Heat. Marcus Smart is going to be off on that three. Goran with the rebound.
Heat still hanging on to a 5-point lead here as neither team seems to be able to get any sort of separation so far in this game as Dragic puts up a wild shot that rebounded by Williams, and now the Celtics going the other way with this. And Brown going up with it, a little hop step, and Brown finally finishes to break the scoring drought for both teams. Juaneta's rooting for Heat Nuggets. Wow, that would be an interesting final.
Tyler Hero can't do much against Brown when he's down low like that in the paint. Just going to outmuscle him every single time. And then Dragic, which is a really nice left-hand finish. Williams, I think, is complaining for a forearm
push-off,
from Dragic. No call.
Dragic with 18 points on 8 of 17 shooting. Not the most efficient, but still getting the job done. Celtics passing the ball out around the perimeter as trying to get the Heat zone again to move.
Yep. The zone, and they come straight into a trap, and they double right away. So they can't let them move the ball, and then they play recovery. They're basically just banking on the fact that they know where the ball is going to go, and they're going to get there before. This is kind of the push-off.
No.
Honestly,
it's not.
I don't think it's that bad.
It's not.
When Williams they extend, yes. But Williams, if it's like this, you can protect yourself, I think. I think that's fair.
Yeah. Williams is not going to get that call. There's no way. As Kemba's going to try to put this one to Kemba! After 11 straight missed three-point shots, Kemba drills it. Fourth quarter, Kemba, here we go.
Big moment to drill it.
I want to see fourth quarter Kemba. Kemba's got 20 points here, 3 of 8 from three-point land, and 7 rebounds. Dragic putting a cross court to Jimmy Butler, who thought about 3, going to drive instead. Butler getting it to Hero. Hero coming in. Hero going to go baseline. Hero guarded by Brown. Hero still working on Brown. Reverses. Hero turns it over. No, it goes to Jones Jr. Now Hero in the corner.
It didn't come on time.
Not quite. Shot clock violation.
It was a pretty good play and a good movement, but yeah, good defense. I mean, literally not allowing the Heat get any type of open look or anything at it. I'm rooting Heat versus Nugget. Dude, I would love that as the finals. I would do anything to see that.
That would be crazy.
I would love it. It would be awesome.
As Jay Crowder now finds himself coming off the bench and getting ready to check in. A little bit of a lineup change there for Miami. Kemba breaking the teeth of the defense. Almost a turnover.
I thought he pushed him. Oh, it's
Oh,
going to end up as a turnover anyways. Jaylen Brown's not going to be able to corral the pass from Jason Tatum there. It's
come
interesting. This
on.
defense allows the Heat to get into the passing lane way more. It's like almost a rhythm, and they're able to almost like anticipate them coming here. Olenek, on mine, Oz, it still says he's got 5 on ESPN. It doesn't have him fouled out just yet. But then again, he's not in the game, and I don't think he'll be seeing the court again.
17 turnovers to the Boston Celtics. Unbelievable. And they're only down by 2. Miami plus 12. That's a charge.
They're going to call
That's
Hero for the charge.
That's a charge. Absolutely. Smart rising up to the occasion. We've talked about how good he is defensively.
Yep. Good call.
He's not in the restricted area. He is square. He is straight up.
He's not moving either. It's a great call.
Refs got that one right. All right, still a 2-point game here. The scoring has slowed down tremendously as the defenses have really locked themselves in and the offenses just aren't producing. Kemba thinking about 3. Kemba with a runner. Kemba trying to go off glass.
It's going to be
no.
a foul from Kemba.
Foul. No, nothing called.
I'm surprised they didn't call that.
Yeah, he reached in there and Adebayo had him between the arms.
And they're in the bonus, or close to it, too.
Jimmy Butler going to take that soft runner, but it didn't look good the second it left his hand. It just wasn't happening.
I think there was a
you're thinking he thought he was going to go
Butler and Bam. Yeah,
alley-oop that.
Yeah, they kind of looked at each other and laughed at the end.
Yeah.
It was kind of awkward.
That definitely could be.
Bam's going to take Tice down here on the block. He's going to try to finish with his right. He's not going to get it, and I think it's still going to be.
It's going to be Celtics ball, actually.
I thought it was still going to be Heat ball.
5:48 to go.
It's fine. Chaos is sometimes a strategy. Mark, yeah, I kind of agree with you, and I pretty much think that's exactly what this Heat defense is supposed to cause. I think it's supposed to cause absolute chaos. And here they are with it again. And Kemba's just going to step into that 3. He's going to be off.
What a rebound by Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown getting it in there and just smallest guy on the court, biggest heart, biggest hustle, reins it in and puts it in. Look at this.
Yeah, Robinson's basically got a box out. Hero doesn't even put a body on him. His defenders, that's the problem when you're sitting in this zone. If you're Miami, it's really hard to box out from it and to basically stop the rebound, the offensive rebound. It's really easy for the Celtics to crash the glass here. So, I mean, that is the pain point from when you're running a zone. Tied game, 5:36 to go. Who has the special sauce? I hate it when they lead too early.
I mean, this is exactly the same situation that the Heat and the Celtics found themselves in at the end of Game 1. And here we are in Game 2 with a tied game, as Chad is saying, 5:30 to go. My guess is that we'll only have one more possibly timeout, and then we're going the distance here. I don't even know. This might be the 4-minute sort of media timeout here by the Celtics. We may just go the distance after this.
Yeah, I think there may be one possible more. I'm not sure on the timeouts still because there were some challenges earlier. So I don't know if those actually took the TV timeouts that had to be made. But if I'm going to go for not predictions here, but I'm going to go with kind of what needs to be done. I think the Heat clearly have found their sauce in the sense of running the pick and roll with Butler and making sure Bam's open on the alley-oop and to be able to use him in the pick and roll. I think they got to stick to that. Stay with the movement off of the ball to find the Heroes and the Robinsons of the world, but stick with your main ball handlers, Dragic and Butler in the pick and rolls with Bam. I think if you're the Celtics on that side of the floor, I think if Spoelstra continues with this defense, I honestly don't have a solution or an idea on how to even break it down. So I don't know where that's supposed to come from. I hope Brad finds out and figures it out, so then I can figure it out.
The Miami defense?
Yeah, I don't understand how they're necessarily supposed to break down this 2-3 because it's been giving them a ton of problems. Other than basically moving the ball quicker than they can double, they haven't really figured out a way to like find a right, a proper way to go about it.
How do you break it in college? There's 2 ways to break the zone. You can drive it. You can drive it and get it to collapse and then kick it out. Or you can set up your shooter on the wing, or at the block rather, and at the free throw line, and you can just basically pick it apart with some mid-range jump shooting.
But the problem is that you can assume that the Celtics have at 5 they can shoot, but they can't. At the 5 they can't shoot. So basically, if you think about it, the Miami Heat only have to defend 4 players
Well, actually, I
in
was
the
going to go
zone,
the other
right?
way with this. I was going to say that probably the best person to break it is Kemba, but he's got the ball in his hand beyond the 3-point line. So like he either has to basically drive for himself to the like and get his mid-range shot, or you're gonna have Jalen Brown or Jason Tatum basically run point guard and Kemba like cutting and coming off to try to get to that spot and then shoot it from there. So
I see your point.
it's a little awkward because like the person who can break the zone is the one who also has to initiate all your offense. So like yeah, it's a little odd, I think, because typically like it's like your 2 or your 3, like one of your like your 2 or 3 is gonna basically do it. At least in when Duke does it, that's typically how it goes. But and here's Crowder gonna go from the outside. That 3-point shot is no good. Rebound gonna go to the Celtics with an
Miami's gotten
opportunity
like
here.
ice cold.
And here actually is Marcus Smart and Jalen Brown's just gonna drive in. Brown get it to Tatum from the outside. Now here Kemba off ball. Being doubled up top. Robinson. Screen.
Oh, he's
Tatum
going to go all
driving
the
in.
way.
What a steal. What a steal by Tice, though.
Yeah, so Tice basically doesn't even allow the help to come over, so the lane is completely open to Tatum for the 2-hand jam right there. Really good offense from Tice and Tatum.
Hero for 3. Not going to happen. That shot was too quick. It came off no ball movement.
Yep, 100%. Got to move the ball, and the ball, they didn't run any rolls. They didn't run any screens. That's where they fell into the trap earlier. And then Kemba's going to step into that 3, and he's going to hit that 3. Now, the Boston Celtics are up by 5.
There it is. Fourth quarter Kemba showing up here in game 2. A 15-2 run in the last 6 minutes for the Celtics.
Here they're going to actually go into what we said they need to do, screen and roll with Bam and Jimmy Butler. Bam's going to get the ball right there inside, and he's going to lay it up for 2 points.
Easy. Just too easy.
Too easy, but that's what happens when you run the pick and roll with Bam and Jimmy.
Yeah, so Chad's saying
Unguardable.
the Heat 3 balls are not going in, but the 2s are. As you saw there, they're making it happen.
Oh, great defense by Jimmy Butler. And does he actually save it?
Yes,
he saves it behind the backs of Robinson. He gets back into the play and throws it down. It's a 1-point game.
Oh, my God, that was tremendous. Tremendous play right there by Jimmy Butler on the defensive end, leading into Miami offense.
Dude,
what a save. That is incredible.
Oh, my God.
I mean, it's the finals, man. You got to make these efforts. Hero late to the recovery on Tatum, but Butler comes over, and here's Marcus Smart.
Everybody's hesitating.
Yeah, they should have just shot it. And here's Jalen Brown.
Oh, they're going to call Bam.
Bam got hit in an unfortunate spot, I think.
I think he's straight up, honestly.
Yeah, this hurts.
Yeah, he's going to probably take the knee. Yep. Oh.
Ow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm still not really sure about the foul call.
Now, he did say that when he blocked Tatum there, 2 fingers on his hand went numb. And he still continued to play through it. But that
Are you serious?
Yeah. He says in an interview after the game. Yeah.
Interesting. This save is unbelievable. And a really nice pass from Robinson for the idea to even give it back to Jimmy. Incredible that he didn't shoot the 3. I would have freaked out.
Jalen Brown hits one. And it's a 2-point lead here for the Boston Celtics. 3:15 on the clock. And Butler bringing this one up. Man, this is neck and neck here.
Oh, Butler's going to go all the way to the basket. I think it could have been an and one as well.
I mean, it looked very similar.
Get fouled there.
It looked very similar to the play at the end of the first game.
I don't know.
To that overtime.
Here they're going to go into the zone and the assisting here.
All right, so now you got to get somebody there at the free throw, but now it's Kemba. So who's going to go in? Tice is the only one in the paint, inside
really
of the 3-point line. Hero
really
with the recovery.
There by Hero as well.
Connecticut and one. Butler driving on Tice. Butler cut off. Oh, great hands by Tice, but it's
Yeah,
going to
but
still
got
Miami's
lucky.
going
It
to
was
retain
deflected.
possession. Charge by Dragic.
Wow.
Wow. Really?
Wow.
They're going to call Kemba.
Wow. I guess because they gave Smart the other charge, but I don't know about this one.
What?
Chad, I think that should have been a charge.
This is clearly a charge.
And that one's clearly a foul. He swipes his hand. Tatum does swipe.
Can you not
Jimmy
challenge that?
That is totally a charge. I have no idea how this. I guess it's so bang bang. We've seen those be charges millions of times in the NBA.
Wow. All right. Fine.
The second the player puts his shoulder down, like
that's
Dragic
crazy.
Did.
Dragic hits 2 from the free throw line, and now it's a Miami 8-1 run in the last 2 minutes. It's been a game of runs here in the fourth quarter. The Celtics were down by as many as 7. They came back up 5, and now it's Miami that's up 2 as Kemba comes up cold from 3. Rebound out of Miami and Jimmy Butler. 2 minutes to go. Heat by 2.
Cam here, this is not good for my cardiovascular system. I don't even have a horse in this race, and my heartbeat is through the roof.
Jimmy Butler gets caught. Had to pick up his dribble. Dragic with 5 seconds. Dragic behind the back. 3. Dragic is going to have to put up a long-range three-pointer. Oh, and it goes!
Dragic, cold-blooded from 3.
Wow. With 1:42 seconds left. Dragic with a massive 3-point shot to put the Heat up 5. Marcus Smart.
Think about shooting this one.
And rebound is going to retain possession here for the Boston Celtics. Mike, if I was Brad Stevens, I might think about calling timeout here. You have 3 of them.
You got to score.
Draw something up.
He loses the dribble and then is like, oh my God, I have no time, and just puts it up and just drains.
Wow.
How long since the Heat made a 3-pointer? That's a good question, actually. I think the last one they hit was when he hit one in the corner after the 4-point play from Crowder. I don't think they've actually hit another 3.
I don't know. We can actually go back here.
Oh, and look at the game.
We have the power. We can go back to.
Oz here saying the Boston only has 1 timeout. I think you can only take 2 in the final 2 minutes. I hope that's the case. I hope that would be ridiculous if you could take like more than 3. I actually think that would be kind of unfair.
Play-by-play.
But here for everybody in chat, Celtics fans or Heat fans, just give us your opinion. Where do you think this is going to end up? Do you think the Heat are going to take it? Do you think the Celtics are going to claw back into this? For me personally, I think the Heat are going to take this one. I don't know why. I just feel like they have just the power of will and just the effort from their level. It was basically what the Celtics were putting in effort-wise earlier. And
the last
Cam here with Dragon.
The last 3-point make by the Miami Heat was Jay Crowder at the 10:25 mark of the fourth quarter.
Okay.
It's been 10 minutes since that happened. And on the other side of things, it is Odell Beckham Jr. with a touchdown.
And I'm also so sorry about this. Conspiracy Guy, thank you for the follow on Twitch. I didn't see it in the chat. It just popped up on my mini feed, so I apologize I did not see that earlier. Thank you so much for the follow on the Twitch side. If you guys are enjoying the comment on Twitch, please click the follow button, and on YouTube, click the subscribe button. Here, we're going to be back into play.
Back into play as the Celtics. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God. Jimmy Butler stole it. And he's going to throw it up. Oh. Butler they stole the play. It's a 7-point lead.
Butler with the read and the steal, and Crowder with the finish.
My God, I thought he was going to steal it again.
Almost stole it again. That is a massive, massive play, though. And here's going to be Brown for 3. Ooh. Brown nails it for 3 points.
Big-time shot there. Big-time shot by Brown. Buck Bennett, thank you for the sub on YouTube. I know that.
I'm late to the meeting, I know.
And here, us says it pretty well. We praise Brad Stevens as the best possible one of the best possible out of timeout coaches, Brad Stevens, but this time does not lead to anything good.
Goran Dragic driving in here on Tice. We got just about 1 minute to go in the game. Dragic scoping. Dragic for 2. Wow,
He
just
is
inside.
feeling it. He is feeling it right now.
Dragic has come up big as Brad Stevens trying to get his team to go here. Tatum to Smart. Smart going underneath
Good
to
no
Bam.
foul from Bam.
Brown for 3. Can he do it again? Yes, he
can!
He
hits it. He hits it. 3-point game. 48 seconds. I got to turn the thing at the top. We're still not. It's still not.
We're
fast
just a
enough.
little off. 45 seconds here. It's a 3-point game here to decide in game 2. Will Miami go up 2-0 or is Boston going to bring this thing to even? Dragic draining the entire shot clock. 8 seconds. Dragic out to Crowder. Crowder going to come up big or not? Crowder no good, but Bam for the rebound. Wait, Hero, hold it. And he does, and he resets the play. Oh, and Jimmy just loses it. Jimmy Butler.
The score is 104 to 101. We don't want to put it on because it's quicker than the actual stream that we're watching, so it'll tell us the end of the game before we actually know. So if you want to just see it again real quick, I'll leave it there for a few seconds, and then now it's going to go back away. It just told us. So, like, now this possession is ruined for me.
I haven't seen it yet, actually. So I'm just going to call it as it is because it's going to be Jaylen Brown going to try for his third three-pointer again, and that shot no good. Rebound down to Bam Adebayo, and they're going to be forced to foul with 10 seconds left in the game.
I'll leave it up. Devin, just for you, I'll leave it up for this one, and I won't look at it. Just for you.
Yeah, you could just like not look at it. Right?
I guess we just could not look at it. I guess.
A little awkward here for the Celtics because they are not in. Miami is not in the bonus at the moment, so the fouls. Oh no, they are now. They are now actually.
They are in the bonus.
That was the next one.
I mean, not a bad look from Jaylen Brown.
No, and he's hit 2 consecutive
and he's
ones.
Hit.
So like,
and he's hit them all. This is a pretty good look. It's not even contested from Bam. Bam doesn't even get a hand up there.
Bam's late.
You got to say it's a good play out of the timeout. It's a good shot to try to tie up the game too. And I think who got fouled? Who was it that got fouled? Hold on, I don't know.
I can tell you right now. My play-by-play is going really slow.
Jaylen Brown takes the personal foul. It doesn't say who was on, but Bam.
My guess is it was on Bam.
I think it's on Bam.
I
think Bam's shooting him because he got the rebound.
Yes.
Which, to be honest with you, if you were the Celtics, is probably not. I mean, if you were the Celtics, yes, the person you want to shoot the ball actually. And this is going to be the Jimmy Butler absolute effort play here. I mean, it's a clean steal.
Yo, Jimmy Butler read the playbook, man.
It's a clean steal. You can't even be upset about that. 100% literally just outworked him on that. I mean, as you said, he basically knew exactly what was going to happen, and they knew he was going to throw it long, and he stole it. Unbelievable.
He may as well.
Oh, and it's not in the bonus. Now they're in the bonus, and they're going to foul Jimmy Butler to send him to the line. 7.4 seconds. Sorry to all of Ritz's friends. I know you guys got to play Among Us, but it'll be fun. Don't worry. He's almost done.
Jimmy Butler is perfect from the free throw line at the moment. 4 of 4. Gonna shoot 2. And
thank you,
Celtics...
Buck Bennett, for the follow on Twitch. Appreciate that very much. And Jimmy Butler is going to hit that shot again. For all the new folks, if you guys are just watching on Twitch, just please click the follow button if you're enjoying the content, and subscribe on YouTube. Appreciate it very much.
Quick programming note, we'll be back tomorrow night for the first game of the Lakers-Nuggets series, then live on Sunday morning for Liverpool and Chelsea, back on Monday for more Miami and Boston.
For maybe the broom.
Okay, it's way too early to call the brooms on Boston, my friend.
I don't know if it's too early. It's 2-0.
No.
It's 2-0.
No. The Boston was up 2-0 on Toronto, and that thing went to 7. All right.
Yeah, and it was the Celtics. And hey, the Miami Heat were up 2-0. They only got
way too many turnovers. Way too many turnovers for Boston.
Yeah, but the thing is, in this game, those turnovers at the beginning, they were forced off of steals, and then towards the end of this game, those turnovers were because of the Miami defense.
I'll give you that. I mean, and that steal there by Jimmy Butler is sort of like the game in a nutshell, right?
Right. Yeah. Pretty much.
That's it. If you haven't been watching the game,
the defensive
watch
adjustment. The defensive adjustment from the Heat has been insanely.
The Heat zone has given the Celtics fits.
Yeah, they don't know what to do because they're doubling off mostly just the shooter. So they'll double Brown and they'll double Tatum, and then you have to actually like shoot the ball out of that or pass the ball out of that situation as well. Thank you, PRCXFY, for the follow on the Twitch side of things. Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you joining the Real Life Sports followers and everything. Thank you. And here, Marcus Smart is going to the inbound. You can take it away.
7.4 seconds. Marcus Smart looking to inbound. Tatum going to try to receive it. No, actually, it was a play for Brown off the inbounds, and that is stolen by Miami. Again, Miami just in the Celtic huddle at this point, and that is it. Miami is going to take a 2-0 lead in the Eastern Conference Finals, 106-104, completely turning the game around here in the second half. Wow, Miami
the lost in Celtics, as is being said in chat.
Okay, here. That is toxic. Wow,
that is very toxic.
That is toxic.
I love it, though. I love it.
Lost in Celtics.
Thank you, Kem, and thank you, Mark Hathaway, for coming on the YouTube side of things. Really appreciate it. Thanks you for your comments. We will be back. We won't be doing this game on Saturday, but we'll be back on Monday to do this game. Tomorrow we're going to be doing the Lakers and the Clippers, Chelsea, Liverpool, if you're a Premier League fan, on Sunday.
And then the other big announcement in 3 weeks.
This is big. This is very big.
In 3 weeks, right? We were watching the Cincinnati and the Browns game. We're keeping tabs on Thursday night.
Yep.
Starting week 5, we will have live Thursday night football and NFL on this channel.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you will be having us commentate the game, and we will be showing you the game as well. You will have the live game, and we will be starting off with, who is that?
Tom Brady.
There we go.
We will be starting off Tom Brady.
Thursday night football with Tom Brady, and we will be able to show you the game.
Yes.
So not unlike this commentary, here, not this play-by-play. We will be showing you the live game. You don't need to go to NBC. You go to Twitch at Real Live Sports, and you got the game.
Yep. Starting October 8th, and we will run the entire season. I believe including the Thanksgiving week. So make sure to drop the sub and drop the follow. That'll be on the Twitch side of things. And for all of those who are hanging out with us, we really appreciate it. We've got to run. That's it for us tonight. There is no second game as we're in the finals now. It's just going to be one game apiece.
But hey, go watch the Battle for Ohio. It's
and
not that bad.
There we go. We got some Among Us to play. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for all of us here at Real Life Sports. 106-101, Miami Heat up 2-0. Signing off. Stay healthy and stay safe. Good night.